This is the Locker Room Show on K105, a pregame look at tonight's Grayson County Cougar football game. Get inside the game with offensive and defensive breakdowns from each team, injury reports, coaches' comments, and more. The Locker Room Show is brought to you in part by Dan Powers GM Center, Future Designs, Midstate Carcraft, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Hardin County Honda. Now the Locker Room Show on K105.
2 weeks ago, the Grayson County Cougar football team etched itself into school history, notching a school record 62 points against Todd County Central. Tonight, the Cougars go for another school mark. A win this evening would ensure the Cougars of their third consecutive winning season, and that is something that has not happened in Grayson County Cougar football history. It's the Cougars taking on a team in Clinton County that comes in with a 2-3 mark. They have won their last two games by virtue of shutouts. So they're 2-3 and looking forward to battling some stiff competition tonight in the Grayson County Cougars, who have to take care of business as a large matchup next week with Bowling Green looms on the Cougars schedule. It's the Cougars of Grayson County, the Bulldogs of Clinton County. The Locker Room Show gets you set for all the action here tonight next on the home of Cougar football, K105. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the shadows of the Smoky Mountains. Tom Vincent and Sean Logston traveling deep south tonight as the Grayson County Cougars take on the Clinton County Bulldogs in high school football action in Albany, Kentucky. As the Cougars come in with a record of 5-0, and Sean and I were talking before our broadcast here about probably this would be the first ever 6-0 start should the Cougars come away with this victory here tonight. They have a lot of things rolling, a lot of things clicking, and of course this week ranked number 8 in the Associated Press 5A poll, so they continue that climb. And this is a game where you're facing a team that's out of Class A. They've won 2 in a row. They're 2-3. They have lost their starting quarterback for the rest of the season. This is a game that the Cougars cannot take lightly. However, they have to come out here and take care of business and get ready and primed for next week's game against the Bowling Green Purple, Sean. But what a atmosphere we have seen from this Cougar team already this year. And, I just found it very nice when I pulled into the parking lot down here so far away. There was a lot of Cougar fans bringing the tailgating party down here to Albany.
Tom, you're certainly right. Distance really hasn't kept these parents and fans from supporting this Grayson County team, and you couldn't ask for a better atmosphere here. As you said, we're really deep south of Kentucky, still in Central Time Zone here, but about 10 minutes away from Eastern Time Zone. I know we battled with what time zone we were in a couple of years ago, but very close to the Tennessee line here down in the Lake Cumberland area. It's definitely a haul for Grayson County coming out this direction, about a 2.5-hour bus ride. So that obviously takes a little bit toll on the team, and that's one of the things the coaches are a little bit concerned with coming in tonight, trying to make sure that they can still stay well-balanced and stay in that same type of game-time rhythm that they've had the last few Friday nights. And obviously, as you said, Grayson County, they're definitely firing on all cylinders, really got something going so far this season. 5-0 record, have an opportunity tonight to go 6-0 against this Clinton County team, coming off a big win last week against Barron County, a game that Grayson County really needed to win because there were some question marks hanging over their heads in regard to the competition level that they played up until that point. So obviously getting that first district win last week against Barron County was really somewhat taking that monkey off their shoulders. Tonight they've got to continue to take care of business, though, against the Clinton County team that we know has several good athletes, despite maybe what their record might show this season.
Last year, these two squads met on this same field here in Albany, with the Cougars winning by a score of 46-0. We've got lots more to get into here in our Locker Room Show. We'll talk about the offensive side of football. We'll talk about the defense. And coming up next, we'll hear from Don Brown about what else is going on around Grayson County sports this fall. That's coming up next. It's Grayson County playing at Clinton County tonight here on the home of Grayson County Cougar football, K105.
One Lake's best mix, K105.
The Locker Room Show continues on K105 as the Grayson County Cougars visit the Clinton County Bulldogs tonight in high school football action. Tom Vincent and Sean Logston back with you from Albany, Kentucky this evening, and joining us in the booth now, Don Brown from the Grayson County News-Gazette. And Don, obviously, other fall sports going on besides football at Grayson County, and one of those, girls volleyball, had an impressive victory last night.
Yeah, they really did. Probably the best I've seen them play all year. They fell behind early. They just were not in sync at all, and lost the first game by about 10 points, and then got behind again in the second set, and then started playing well. They had about 2 5-0 runs to take charge, and then they won that second set. And then in the third set, it was just one of those games that is memorable. Everybody there was just on their feet and screaming and yelling, and there was never more. Well, I think Breck took about a 5-point lead there, but we came back and tied it up, and they had a match point, and we got a side out, and then we had a match point, and then we won it, and it was just really impressive. Now they'll go on the road this Tuesday, playing Meade County, who has a 3-2 district record. We're 4-1 right now, and it's a very important game. So if you can get over to Meade County on Tuesday, be sure to do it, because these girls really deserve some support.
Well, the junior varsity team, congratulations again to the Lady Cougar volleyball team on a big victory last night against Breckenridge County, but the junior varsity football team got themselves some action earlier in this week as well.
Right. They played Edmonton County on Monday and got off to a really good start. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead, but then ran into some problems, and Edmonton put 3 or 4 straight up there and got ahead of us. But we've got some really good-looking young players there. The JV has mostly freshman players. They've scattered in some juniors in there. Junior Nick Haycraft is running the ball really well, and freshman Braxton Williams is quarterbacking. And, of course, anybody who's been out here on Friday nights has seen them at times when we've got leads, and they are showing a lot of promise. And in a couple of years, after some seasoning, I think they're going to just carry on what's going on right now.
And we have the middle school teams, I understand, beginning some postseason play next week?
Right. On Monday, the 7th graders will play, I believe, McLean County at 6 p.m. At Grayson County Middle School. And then on Tuesday, the 8th graders will play Muhlenberg at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Don. We appreciate it. Have a good night here. I hope it's a good one for you down on the field. You can read all about tonight's game, a recap, in the very next edition of the Grayson County News Gazette. That's Mr. Don Brown. Sean Loxton rejoins me in the booth coming up, and we'll talk more about tonight's football game between the Grayson County Cougars and the Clinton County Bulldogs here on the home of Cougar Football, K105.
K105.
A little more than 15 minutes away from kickoff of tonight's football game, Grayson County taking on Clinton County. Tom Vincent, Sean Loxton with you on the Locker Room Show, getting you set for that kickoff of tonight's football game as the Cougars look for a 6-0 start. They come into tonight's game 5-0, and next week will travel down to Bowling Green for a monster 5A showdown as both teams look to be ranked in the top 10 schools of 5A next week. But here tonight, Sean, we look for the Cougars to come out and pretty much execute here as their offense seems to be getting better and better each week. Hunter Gary is looking a lot more comfortable throwing the football. You've got Aaron Davini making more definitive runs, and so everything is really peaking. You know, Cody Bertram and Dustin Peak look fresh throughout the game because they're platooning at that fullback slot. Everything is really, really clicking along for Coach Seabolt and the offensive side.
It really is, Tom. Everything is starting to come together. Obviously, the team 5-0, but one of the things that's very impressive about this offense is if you look at Grayson County statistically, on paper, they're averaging 376 yards of total offensive ball game, 279 yards rushing, and 96.8 throwing the football passing. So a very well-balanced approach. And as you mentioned, one of the things that Coach Seabolt does so well is he really implements his talent extremely well. And what I mean by that is we've talked about the challenge by having so many good athletes out of that backfield and in the receiving corps, trying to get those guys touches early on the game in order to build their confidence. And I feel like as an offensive coordinator, Coach Seabolt has done a great job with that, and that's helped really build this program where it is. Of course, we cannot forget about the defense as well. Grayson County's defense, led by Coach Ed Smart, has done phenomenal all season. There's no question about the defense. They're allowing only 7.8 points per ball game. So when you look at the points allowed versus Grayson County's offense averaging about 45 points a game, obviously that is definitely a recipe for success right now.
So the Cougars taking on a Clinton County squad here this evening that is a little bit banged up, Sean. We remember last year's game. It was a 46-0 Cougar victory, but Clinton County was able to move the football fairly well between the 20s. They just could not punch in for a score, and their leading player doing that was their quarterback, Brent Durham, who was a junior at the time, who had a really good arm, was throwing some balls that went 50 yards in the air, but unfortunately for them and that young man, he suffered a broken leg 2 weeks ago against Casey County in a game of theirs, so he is done for the year. So that's a very unfortunate, and so they're looking for someone to step up, and that's something with that guy out now. The Cougars really can't overlook this team.
No, they really can't. And one of Brent Durham's main targets last season that we talked about, and we called his name a lot, was Brandon Durham. Obviously, his brother, and Durham is a phenomenal receiver. Made a lot of big catches last season against Grayson County, and I look to see him make some big plays tonight as well for this Bulldog team. But you mentioned it a couple weeks ago. Obviously, Clinton County played with an injury there as Brent Durham, the leading quarterback, a senior quarterback, one that's really kind of helped this program along the last 4 years here. Did go down with a leg injury, broke his leg. So unfortunately, he's out for Clinton County. But even despite that, talked with Coach Smart a few moments ago, and he said, Sean, you can take that in consideration if you want, but when we look at the last two games Clinton County has played, they've shut out their opponents. They're coming into this game with a 2-game win streak, a win over Casey County 24-0, and a win over Caverna 28-0. So shut out their last two opponents. So Clinton County themselves are coming into this game with a little sense of momentum as well. So Grayson County, obviously, they've got to be ready tonight. They cannot take this game too lightly because Clinton County, obviously, with them being a Class A program, they've got nothing to lose, so to speak, Tom, and that's always something that really kind of maybe is a question mark in the back of a coach's mind, is wondering if the coach, or at least Coach Smart's mind, wondering if his team isn't going to travel a 2.5-hour bus ride and come into this game a little bit lackadaisical, overlook Clinton County, and of course Clinton County, looking at us as a 5A program, they would love to have this win under their belt. So had the opportunity to watch Clinton County in their workouts down on the field a few moments ago. A very big team they are, Tom. So once again, we're going to be facing a lot of size tonight. Grayson County is going to have a challenge, even though they're on the road, just because of overcoming adversity.
All right, coming up on the Locker Room Show, we'll get Sean's Auto Smart Keys to Victory. That's coming up next as we approach the 10-minute mark before kickoff of tonight's game. Grayson County, Clinton County on the home of Cougar Football, K105. The Locker Room Show continues here on K105 as we get you set for a kickoff of tonight's game between Grayson County and Clinton County. The Cougars looking for a 6-0 start. It's time now for our Auto Smart Keys to Victory, and I'll pass that over to Sean.
Tom, I think one of the keys tonight, obviously, it's going to be really simple tonight as far as keys are concerned. I talked with the coaching staff, and they feel like, obviously, Grayson County, if you look at them statistically on paper, they're a far much better team than, obviously, Clinton County. Let's be realistic here tonight. But, obviously, Grayson County has to take care of business. There's no question. With the next week game against Bowling Green kind of down the road in the schedule, Grayson County's coaching staff is concerned that they're going to be looking ahead to next week. So they've got to take care of business and overcome that 2.5-hour bus ride.
More of Sean's keys coming up next on K105. About to wrap things up here on the Locker Room Show from Albany, Kentucky tonight. The Grayson County Cougars taking on the Clinton County Bulldogs, and we'll wrap up our Auto Smart Keys to Victory with Sean, and I think it's very important, Sean, about the health issue. Cougars coming in healthy tonight need to stay that way for the game next week against Bowling Green.
Tom, they really do. When I talked to the coaches, they felt very optimistic about coming into this game with everyone, for the most part, being healthy. Obviously next week against Bowling Green, but, on the same token, as I mentioned, one of the major keys tonight is taking care of business. But with that being said, Grayson County has got to take care of business, but be cautious and try to get through this game, if possible, with everyone with a fresh set of legs next week. And as you said, it's so important to stay healthy, especially when we're going to be faced up against a Bowling Green Purple team next week that is one of the top teams there in Class 5A right along with us. So it's going to be very important for Grayson County to take care of business, but at the same time, stay healthy.
Sean's keys to victory again tonight, brought to you by AutoSmart. We have wrapped up the locker room portion of our show. We are just about 5 minutes away from kickoff. On the other side of the break, we'll get you the final set for tonight's opening kickoff as the Cougars look to go 6-0, taking on the Clinton County Bulldogs tonight on the home of Cougar football, K105.
Key Oil presents Grayson County Cougar Football on K105. Brought to you in part by Future Designs, Hardin County Honda, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Carter Harrell State Farm, and AutoSmart. The players are ready to kick it off. Let's head to the field for Cougar Football on K105.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Albany, Kentucky, deep southern Kentucky, as the Grayson County Cougars look for a 6-0 start and look to ensure a winning season for the third consecutive year, something that's never been done in Grayson County Cougar football history. Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Vinson, joined by former Cougar, former Kentucky Wesleyan Panther, Sean Logston. The Grayson County Cougars are getting set to take the field, getting their final preparations. They will kick off as Clinton County has won the opening toss, and they have elected to receive tonight's opening kickoff. The Cougars taking the field now, and they are dressed in their road white jerseys with blue numerals, blue pants, and, of course, their blue helmets. Clinton County in their home blue jerseys with white numerals and blue pants as well. The Cougars will be moving left to right on your radio dial as Hunter Gary is placing the football on the tee and getting ready to get things kicked off. Our opening kickoff brought to you, as always, by McCubbin's Furniture on the byway in Litchfield. As we get set here, the final preparations before tonight's game, I'd like to remind you that if you know of anyone that is listening or wants to listen to tonight's game but are outside of the K105 listening area, they can tune in live streaming audio for free at K105.com. They can listen to all the Cougar broadcasts. If they want to go back and listen to some in the past, they can do that as well. And all K105 programming pretty much with a live streaming audio. So Sean likes to tune in to the basketball games last year, Barry Cannon and I, when he was not able to make it down.
It is a great opportunity to catch up if you've got other plans or something for Friday and you want to see what's going on with one of the games. Even talked to some of the players before the game and found out that they're listening on Saturdays, Tom, so we're going to have to sharpen our pencil a little bit here.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're all set. The time's on the clock. Gary approaches the ball, and the McCubbin's Furniture opening kickoff is in the air, and it is reaching the far sideline. Going to be fielded by an up man of Clinton County at the 25 and brought out across the 30-yard line. Let's see where they officially spot the football. It looks like they are going to bring it right at the 30-yard line, so that's where Clinton County will start. First down, 10 yards to go. Our starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Vision First in Litchfield. On defense, Cody Yeager, Morgan Decker, and Mark Williams make up the defensive line. Linebackers Aaron Davini, Shane Goff, Brian Beeler, Dustin Thomas. The defensive backs Hunter Gary, Ethan Henson, Jacob Pierce, and Jacob Clemens. Clinton County comes to the line of scrimmage. Junior Matt Staton in at quarterback, the junior subbing in for the injured senior Brent Durham, who's out with an injury, and firing a pass on the first down and has his man complete across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And the intended receiver is Brandon Durham. And so 7 yards on the opening play, I should say, for Clinton County. And the Bulldogs have a 2nd and 3 coming up.
Tackled by Grayson County was Brian Beeler, who finally came over there. Davini made initial contact to Durham, but couldn't bring him down. Beeler was one that cleaned up the play. Tom, we talked about it before the game. The Durham is one of the main primary targets and a very gifted athlete there at the receiver spot. That time he made a great move, picked up 7 yards.
Shotgun formation, Staten with a handoff, and he is not going anywhere as Brian Beeler is there again on the stop. Gavin McWhorter on the carry for the Bulldogs. Loses 2 yards back to the 35-yard line.
Grayson County's defense comes into this game allowing 7.8 7.8 points per ball game. Clinton County's offense, on the other hand, averages 15.6 points per game.
So it's third down, and we'll call it 5 yards to go. Shotgun formation for Staton. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Cougars showing blitz as Staton, with a long snap count here, takes the snap. Rolling out to the near side, looking to throw, and he's going to be hit and hammered and dropped for a major loss on the sack. Sacked by Randy Patterson, who shot through the right side of the offensive line and made the stop.
We've called Patterson's name a couple of times. A really huge play that time by Randy. You said it, Tom. Grayson County was walked up, really showed kind of a blitz defense that time. Walked up into the gaps, and once again, Clinton County going to that shotgun. Patterson was able to get to that outside and basically came untouched and made a beautiful, beautiful tackle that time on the quarterback, Stanton.
It was a loss of 7 yards. Clinton County in punting formation, and it is a blitz and a near block, and the punt goes sky high. Is going to bounce at the 45-yard line and roll to midfield, and that's where the Cougars will take over. First down and 10. Our starting lineups on the offensive side, again, brought to you by Vision First in Litchfield. Quarterback, Hunter Gary. Tailback, Aaron Devini. Fullback, Dustin Peak. He'll split time, of course, with Cody Bertram all night long. Split in Jared Toms. Tight end, Dustin Thomas. The offensive line includes Gavin Alvey, Brian Beeler, Michael Bounds, Cody Yeager, and Mark Williams. Cougars coming to the line of scrimmage. 9:46 left on the first quarter clock. We're scoreless from Albany. Shotgun formation for Hunter Gary. Takes the snap. Is going to hand off, and it's to the fullback coming through, and he gets about a yard to the 49-yard line. It was Cody Bertram this time who got the carry and gets 1 yard on the first play from scrimmage for the Cougars.
Yeah, he was tackled that time for Clinton County. The guy that made the play was Stevie Owens, the defensive lineman. Owens, a big player on that defensive line, 6'2", 275, and a lot of it looks like muscle, so he's going to be a threat to deal with all night. That time Bertram just hit him at the line of scrimmage, couldn't get anywhere but about a yard.
Shotgun again for Gary on 2nd and 9. Swing pass out in the flat for Devini is a little bit too far in front of Aaron. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9 facing the Cougar offense.
That was actually really good coverage by Clinton County, but you said it a little bit out in front of Devini. Devini should have maybe squared up a little bit more as a screen pass. Would have probably made the play work, but Gary just led him a little bit too far and actually led him into the defense, and Devini kind of slowed up on it. Incomplete pass.
3rd down, 9 yards to go. Cougars from the Clinton County 49-yard line. Again, Gary operating in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, rolls out left. Now sets and fires across the middle and incomplete. Intended at the 40-yard line for Dustin Thomas. It brings up a 4th and 9, and the Cougars bring the punting unit out.
And that's what I'm talking about, just the kind of overcoming that adversity of such a long bus ride. Grayson County right now coming out looking very, very uncharacteristic right now, 3 and out. Of course, a couple weeks ago, we've seen Grayson County just force the punt one time all game, forced the punt here, first series against Clinton County.
Again, Clinton County has 2 consecutive shutouts in their last 2 games, so the defense playing well there. Durham is going to fair catch this football at the 13-yard line. Good high kick by Hunter Gary pins Clinton County deep in their own territory at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10.
Looking down at Clinton County as they come off from the defensive line, they've got several big players. I mentioned number 63 for Clinton County, Stevie Owens, but there's also another guy on the roster, Ethan Albertson, who looks twice the size as him. So the Clinton County got a lot of size up on that defensive line, and Grayson County said, once again, we've seen them face size all year, and they've been able to beat them to the spot, and hopefully we can see that out of this Grayson County Cougar team tonight.
1st and 10, Clinton County at the 13-yard line. 9 minutes exactly to go in our first quarter. Staton in the shotgun, gives to his tailback McWhorter. Check that. That is their fullback on the carry, as he is piled under and actually loses yardage back to the 11-yard line. So good penetration that time by the Cougar defensive line.
Great job. All those white jerseys just piled in there at the line of scrimmage. I just talked about the size of Clinton County, not only on the defensive line, but their offensive line is just as big. But what Grayson County does so well is they beat you to the spot, and that's what they did there. They filled up those gaps and stopped the play at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, Staton, shotgun, back to throw, pressure coming, fires it out, has his man complete, but he is tackled immediately by Jacob Pierce, who did a nice job that time on Durham, their leading receiver. Pierce was right there as soon as the ball got to the receiver's hand.
Durham just was able to pick up a couple. The ball was marked for a loss of 2 on the last play. That time he just was able to get basically back up to the line of scrimmage and fell forward. It actually looked like he might have picked up about 4 yards on that pass play, according to where the ball spotted. But a great job by the defense there, and it was Aaron Davini over there, kind of the bend but not break. Played off of Durham about 5 yards, and that's what we're going to have to do all night tonight, Tom, is give Durham a little bit of cushion, let him make those short passes because he's such a threat there in the open field.
And Pierce now follows him to the near side of the field. That last pass play was the far side. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Stanton, heavy pressure in the backfield. He's going to be sacked and dropped. On the sack, Cody Yeager, who streaked through nearly unblocked, and he was there for the sack back inside the 10-yard line to the 9.
That was a great play by Yeager, but also Michael Bounds. He came from the weak side as well. Both Yeager and Bounds was in the backfield, and the quarterback Stanton didn't have a way to turn. He basically had Yeager coming, tried to go the other direction, and there was Michael Bounds waiting on him. What a great job of defensive teamwork that time by Grayson County.
Harley Brown in his own end zone to punt for Clinton County. High snap. He's going to have trouble. It is partially blocked, and it goes sky high, bounces at the 19, and is going to roll to the 21-yard line. So the Cougars are set up after a 12-yard punt in excellent field position.
2 very poor punts. That one, as you mentioned, partially blocked, it appeared, from up here, but 2 very poor punts by Clinton County the last 2 times they were forced to punt. And we've seen how important field position is for Grayson County. Now we have got to take advantage and put some points on the board here in this situation.
Jared Tom splits wide left, Sean Tettle wide right in this formation. The first time in 4 plays, Hunter Gary under center. Dustin Thomas goes in motion to the left side. He takes the pitch, moving left, running to the outside, cuts it back up the middle, and finds some running room. He gets inside the 15-yard line, and they're going to mark him down at the 12. So it's a pickup of 9 yards on first down for Dustin Thomas.
And that's a play we haven't really seen called all year, utilizing Dustin Thomas out of that backfield. Of course, we know Thomas can run with the football, and we've seen him do it a number of times coming into this ball game, though Dustin Thomas only has 1 rush all year for 9 yards. That time he carried the football, picked up a good gain of about 6.
Under center again, Gary. This time the toss to Davini running left, and Aaron is inside the 10-yard line, has Davis Insurance first down yardage. They're going to mark him down to the 7-yard line, so pick up a 5 more yards for Darren Davini.
Of course, Aaron Davini's no stranger to carrying the football. Coming into tonight's game, he has 45 rushes for 463 yards rushing, with 7 of those being touchdowns.
That's better than 10 yards a carry for Davini. Davini is the tailback in the offset I formation. Dustin Thomas at the fullback slot. Gary is going to run the option keeper. No, he actually fumbled the football, and it is going to be recovered by Clinton County, and they're going the other way. Trying to catch the tackler is Dustin Thomas, and he will get him, but not before he gets to about the 10-yard line. So I'm not sure exactly what happened that time. Gary looked like he was trying to fake the peak. The peak was the penetration for Clinton County was there. They wrestled the ball away, ran it the other way.
That was a great play by Clinton County's Tony Behrens. Basically what happened, Tom, was Gary was trying to make the handoff exchange there, as you said, to Pierce. Behrens just came right out there, and as Gary had the ball kind of reaching out, trying to lunge it into Pierce, contact was made. Behrens just reached over, grabbed the ball away from Gary, and headed the other direction. It took Grayson County several seconds to even realize what was going on. By that point, Behrens was down the field probably 15, 20 yards in front of the closest Grayson County player, but it was Dustin Thomas's speed that finally caught him and saved the touchdown.
1st and 10 as Clinton County has the ball at the 12-yard line, and this rush by McWhorter reaches the 11. So a pickup of 1 on the tackle for the Cougars. Michael Bounds. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to play in our first quarter. 2nd down and 9, Clinton County. We have a scoreless ball game, but the Bulldogs threatening.
And those are the things I talked about coming into the game. One of the keys to the victory tonight is going to be taking care of business. Obviously, if you look at the stats are concerned, Grayson County should dominate in all facets, but it's that long bus ride coming into this game a little bit lackadaisical, overlooking the opponent that was a concern of the coaches. Right now it's showing early on here in this ball game.
Staton to throw, goes to the end zone. Durham reaches up, can't make the catch. On the coverage was Jacob Pierce at the corner of the end zone. A nice-looking play Nice-looking throw, lofting it up there and letting Durham try to go up there and get it. He couldn't haul it in.
That was a play actually Clinton County should have made. Durham just left the ground a little bit early, Tom. The ball was thrown perfectly that time by Stanton. Could have came up with that one, and Durham knows as soon as he got up, he was hitting the ground, a little bit frustrating himself, and that's something I expect to see all night. Of course, Jacob Pierce, when you look at the roster, Pierce is not a very tall player, and nor is anyone else in our secondary, so I look to see Durham try to maybe exploit that with his athleticism.
3rd and 9, Bulldogs from the 11-yard line. Pressure coming. Stanton, same play, going for Durham. Has it in the end zone for the touchdown this time as he out-muscled Jacob Pierce for the football. And Clinton County strikes first with a touchdown from 11 yards out.
And that gives Durham 20 yards receiving. We knew coming into this game Durham was a workhorse out there at that receiving spot. Very athletic player. Of course, he was the go-to man all season last year. We knew that coming into the game. And, of course, they're using him early on, and that's the same exact play. They seen that Pierce was a little bit outmanned there in terms of height with Durham splitting out wide. Grayson County defensively is going to have to make some adjustments. Otherwise, they will go after that particular play all night long, Tom.
Clinton County going for 2 here on their opening touchdown of the game. In the shotgun formation is Stanton. Long snap count, pressure coming. He rolls out right, fires for the end zone, has his man, 2-point conversion. It's Clinton County 8, Grayson County nothing with 5:05 to go. Opening quarter from Albany on home of Cougar football, K105. Aaron Devaney fields the Clinton County kickoff at the 15-yard line, and he's got a lot of room to the near side. 50, 45, and he is well into Clinton County territory. Late flag coming in. This is probably going to be a late hit out of bounds, so the Cougars are going to be set up in excellent field position after the drive by Clinton County off the turnover. They got a 2-point conversion and a touchdown. They lead 8-0 here, and they're going to sort out the penalty here. It looks like they're going to mark the football at the 40-yard line, and it is a late hit personal foul out of bounds. So they're going to spot the football. They mark it at the 41. They're going to spot the football at the 26-yard line after the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, Tom, there is no question that was an obvious penalty that time on Durham. Durham just made a foolish play on his part, made a great play knocking Devaney out and saved the touchdown. Aaron Devaney did an excellent job returning the kickoff to set up Grayson County in good field position. Durham knocked him out of bounds and just his momentum carried him, and then eventually just pulled him down late.
This time Gary gets the handoff to Cody Bertram, and Bertram from the 26 rumbles up to the 19-yard line, picks up 7 yards. And those are the type of plays with the amount of weapons the Cougars have, Sean. Aaron Devaney changing the whole momentum of this game with that long kickoff return.
It really does, and Aaron Devaney's the type of player that we talk about week in and week out that makes those big plays that gets Grayson County sidelined back in the ballgame. Tom, we were just trying to decide whether Grayson County's even trailed at any point all season, but Aaron Devaney comes out on the kickoff return, sets up Grayson County in excellent field position.
And a handoff straight up the middle to Bertram, and he barrels his way inside the 10-yard line, and he reaches the 5 before he's brought down. A pickup of 14 yards for Bertram and a Davis Insurance first down.
And that's a great play by Cody Bertram. Bertram immediately got back up to the line of scrimmage. The play before that, he picked up 8 yards right off the right side of the tackle. Grayson County went with the same play. Bertram was able to bounce it outside, pick up 14. Very, very good play that time by Cody Bertram.
First and goal, Cougars from the 5-yard line. Gary under center takes the snap. The pitch right to Devaney, who steps up and walks right into the end zone. A GC6. Touchdown, Grayson County.
Great job by Aaron Devaney. More importantly, great job by Grayson County by being able to punch some points on the board very quickly to show Clinton County that, obviously the Grayson County's offense can move this football, and it's not a fluke that they're here tonight. So Grayson County, good job of responding to the quick touchdown by Clinton County.
That's Devaney's 8th rushing touchdown of the season. He has team-high honors, and the Cougars will try to match the 2-point conversion by Clinton County by going for 2 themselves. Hunter Gary under center, offset eye backfield. Gary takes the snap, back to throw, fires over the middle, has his man complete. It's Dustin Thomas who completes the 2-point conversion, and with 4 minutes to go in our first quarter, we've got a tie football game, Grayson County and Clinton County at 8.
Great job by Dustin Thomas. Thomas was just wind up a little bit short there off the far side of the field at the wide spot. Ran a basic, simple slant pattern. Ran 2 or 3 yards up the field, was able to get the linebacker back on his hip, cut it towards the goalpost, and Hunter Gary did an excellent job at his dropping the pass off there in the opening hole there. Good job by Grayson County responding. More importantly, Tom, getting that 2-point conversion to kind of knot this one up here with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
So the big kickoff return by Davini, the personal foul, and 3 plays later, the Cougars in just 1:05 tie the ball game after trailing 8-0. I believe the first time they have trailed all year long. So we're tied at 4 minutes to go. Hunter Gary set to kick things off as the Cougars get things back underway here. The kickoff is a low liner. It is going to be tipped and dropped and picked back up by Clinton County back inside the 20-yard line and brought out across the 20 to the 24. And that's where Clinton County will start again. Again, the Bulldogs were set up on their first touchdown by a long fumble recovery, I believe, of about 80-yard return by Tony Behrens of Clinton County. Was caught by Dustin Peak at the 12. They were able to punch it in on a pass and got the 2-point conversion. The Cougars match it with a Davini touchdown run on the last drive.
Tom, we were just talking about it a little bit off air. Look to see maybe some changes here by Coach Smart and the defense. Of course, we talked about Durham, the athleticism he has there at the receiver spot. Of course, right now, Grayson County making no changes on him. He's still out there one-on-one against Pierce.
Showing blitz, however, Staton in the shotgun, and he is going to pitch to his tailback McWhorter. He cuts it up and is going to be brought down at the 30-yard line by Shane Goff. It's a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
That's a great job by Goff of not really falling for the fake or getting sucked into the middle of the field. Shane did a great job of reading the running back. That time is Gavin McWhorter. A little bit of a kind of a trick play, I guess you could say. They did an inside handoff there, then handed it, and then basically tossed it back out to McWhorter. But like I said, Goff did an excellent job of staying at home, not getting sucked in the middle, and made a great play.
3:15 to go in our first quarter. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Staton at the quarterback takes a snap. And this time, no gain on the play. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage as the Cougar defensive line stands up. The tackler, or the runner, Brian Beeler, was the Cougar who busted through and got the stop. It's a loss of a yard back to the 30.
Beeler's already got 3 tackles on the night. Brian's been very active so far in tonight's ball game up on that front line, giving the offensive line for Clinton County a lot of problems. Tom, we're not seeing a lot of pressure off those outside ends because Clinton County's doing a good job of getting the play off there at that shotgun position very quickly once receiving the football.
Staton fires, pass is deflected at the line of scrimmage by Morgan Decker, and it falls incomplete. So that brings up 4th down and 5 yards to go, and the punting unit running out for Clinton County.
Almost looked like for a minute Davini was going to come up with that. Davini got his hands up, and he's looking over at Pierce right now, kind of talking like, hey, I almost had that one. You said it exactly right. Morgan Decker got his hands up and was able to get a fingertip on that football. From a defensive line standpoint, that's exactly what you're taught to do. As soon as you've seen the quarterback drop back the pass, raise your arms and try to cut down those passing lanes.
Good snap this time, again, nearly blocked, but the punter gets it off. Fair catch called for by Jared Toms at the 39-yard line of Clinton County. So a good punt this time by the Bulldogs. Cougars still, however, in very good shape of field position-wise. Take over 1st and 10.
Probably a very good decision that time by Toms. He had about 3-4 blue jerseys very close to him on that punt return. So very smart move by him, calling for the fair catch, playing it safe. And as you said, giving Grayson County excellent field position here once again to start off this drive. It's going to be so important for them now in this series to make sure they capitalize and try to take the lead here in this ball game with 2:23 left in the first.
Gary give to Dustin Peak up the middle. He has room across the 45-yard line and reaches the 47 before he's brought down. So give him a gain of 8 yards on the play. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Dustin Peak with an 8-yard performance that time.
And of course, Dustin Peak, obviously, he's been a kind of a go-to guy this season. 18 carries, 172 yards, and 3 of those for touchdowns. Tonight, that's the first time Peak has touched the football. That makes Grayson County's 5th player to carry the ball out of the backfield so far tonight.
Gary under center again. I formation backfield this time. Looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Has his man Sean Tuttle at the 40. Makes a move. 35 and is brought down at the 34-yard line. A Sicilian Bank hometown connection. Hunter Gary connecting with Sean Tuttle.
That's Tuttle's 2nd reception of the year. His first one went for 24. That one a big pickup as well. Tuttle was lined out wide to the short side of the field. ran a post pattern, but basically cut it a little bit short because he found an opening in the defense. Great pass that time by Hunter Gary for a big pickup and a Sicilian Bank first down.
19-yard gain on the play as Gary this time hands to Aaron Devaney, and Aaron picks his way inside the 30-yard line to the 29, a gain of 5 yards on the play as the Cougars moving again in Clinton County territory.
These are the type of things that Grayson County's trying to do, and of course that touchdown really didn't take them out of their game plan. You can tell that Grayson County's still sticking with the game plan right now, trying to get a lot of different players involved, give these guys some momentum, some experience early on, and try to keep a well-balanced approach here with the offensive game plan, both from running standpoint and throwing the football.
Gary takes the snap. Pitch left, fakes it no to Devaney. Now he's rolling out, looking to throw. Fires, and it is no signal yet. Caught inside the 20-yard line again by Sean Tuttle, and that's a Davis Insurance first down at the 18-yard line. It's another pickup of 9 yards. This Tuttle and Gary connection starting to heat up.
That was a great job by Sean Tuttle. What he did so well was he actually had to go to the ground to come up with that pass play, but he knew where the first down marker was, Tom, and that's what's so important as a receiver is getting beyond that first down marker a couple yards so that when you have to come back after the football, you still have that first down if you go to the ground. Great job that time by Gary and Tuttle.
Lone tailback is Dustin Peak. A pass, quick screen to Devaney on the left side, and Aaron is not going to get a lot of running room here as he is tackled almost immediately after touching the football, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, Grayson County right now not really kind of playing with the spunk in their britches, I guess you could say, that we've seen the last few games. Going really slow back up to that huddle, Tom. You know, after each play, Grayson County not really bouncing around and playing with that same type of enthusiasm we've seen all season. Of course, right now, you know, with the score being 8-8 here, the Cougars have really got to get something rolling here in order to get some confidence built up in this ball game.
Gary takes the snap right at the first quarter horn, gives to Dustin Peak, and Dustin dives forward to the 17, picks up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up when we return at the end of one quarter of play. It's Grayson County 8, Clinton County 8 on the home of Cougar football, K105. Getting ready to start the second quarter of play from Clinton County High School, where the Cougars of Grayson County in a battle here after one quarter. They're tied at 8 with Clinton County. Tom Vincent, Sean Loxton with you from Albany. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Cougars from the Clinton County 16-yard line. Hunter Gary under center, 2 wide receivers to the left. Gary takes a snap, looking to throw, fakes, now going for the end zone, and Tuttle. It is going to be too strong and out of the end zone for Tuttle, who is kind of a little late break there and had a chance at the football, but it was just a little bit too much sauce on the football, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be 4th down and 8 from the 16-yard line. So I believe it looks like that the Cougar field goal unit is going to come out onto the field, and they will. Hunter Gary will try a 33-yard kick. So Gary looking for the field goal here. 33 yards out. Ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 33-yard field goal for Hunter Gary gives the Cougars an 11-8 lead with 11:55 to go. Second quarter on the home of Cougar football, K105. Kickoff by Grayson County is fielded by Clinton County at the 18-yard line and brought out to the 30, and they'll take over first down, 10 yards to go there. The Cougars get on the board again with a 33-yard Hunter Gary field goal. They lead 11-8 with 11 minutes and 48 seconds to go in our first half.
We just were talking a little bit off break. It's so important that Grayson County came down the field. Obviously, they would have loved to have seen them get 6 there on the board. Of course, anyone would have, but for Grayson County to make that march down the field, get stopped, but more importantly, getting that field goal unit out on the field and able to punch it through there. Gary did an excellent job of kicking it through the uprights to get 3 points. Got to come away with points in the red zone. Grayson County did that.
The pitch to Harley Brown, left side for Clinton County, strung out. Hunter Gary in the backfield, and Brown is going to be able to elude the tackle for a moment and dive forward back to the line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line. Great job by Gary coming up from his safety position to get into the backfield and force the short yardage. So 2nd down and 10 yards to go for Clinton County. Cougars Cougar defense has played pretty well. They did, on the touchdown drive by Clinton County, get in a hole after the long fumble recovery return. Shotgun formation for Staton. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Back to throw. Throws a quick one out to Harley Brown. Catches it. 33-yard line. Hit and dropped there. Hunter Gary again on the stop. And the play makes 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
That was a great job by Gary of getting over there and keeping containment. Dustin Thomas almost made a very big play, Tom. He got out there in the middle of a passing lane, kind of got hung up there straddling the fence. He didn't know whether to go after the quarterback or the receiver. As a result, it caused the play, Stanton, to be delayed a little bit there. He didn't get the pass off as quick as he'd like because Thomas was in his passing lane, but then eventually dropped it over top of Thomas. But Gary came over and made an excellent play.
3rd and 7 from the 33. Staton, shotgun formation, takes it, and he's back to throw. No, he actually hands it off to Harley Brown on the inside handoff. Cougars not fooled. Shane Goff in there on the stop as well as Dustin Thomas. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 7, and Grayson County forces the punting situation.
Great job by Grayson County immediately coming out, forcing 3 and out here, and so how important it's going to be because it looks or appears that the Cougars are going to get the ball back in excellent field position once again.
Jared Toms and Jacob Clemens standing back at the 35-yard line to receive the punt nearly again. The Cougars getting great rushes on these punts. It bounces at the 44-yard line, rolls inside the Cougar 40, inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. So a nice punt that time by Clinton County's Harley Brown, and the Cougars take over 1st and 10 from their own 33.
So it'll be interesting to see Grayson County come out now, and would love to see them march this down the field and get some more points on the board, but particularly we need a touchdown right now in order to try to start separating this ball game right now with only a 3-point lead here with 9:39 here left in the second quarter. And, Tom, one of the things I think we can assume at this point, Grayson County has played pretty solid defensively with an exception of the pass play there that Durham was able to catch in the corner of the end zone.
Gary back to throw, fires, has his man Jacob Clemens on the far side, and Jacob runs across the 45-yard line to the 47 before he's brought down. A pickup of 14 yards and a Davis Insurance 1st down.
That's a great job by Clemens. More importantly, Clemens caught it only a couple yards from the line of scrimmage. Good job by Gary immediately getting the ball out there to Clemens so that he can make some moves with it and get down the field with the football yards after the catch. And Clemens did an excellent job there making some moves to pick up those yards.
I like to call that yak, Sean.
Yak. Loved hearing that word. That's one of the stats that coaches always love to keep. Just as a receiver, not only do you have to catch the ball, but you need to do something with it afterwards.
Davini takes the pitch, has room, 50, 40, dives over a tackler and is streaking down the far sideline. Late penalty marker comes in as Davini takes it inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 31 yards on the play. But hold on just a moment as we sort out the penalty. It's going to be an illegal block in the back against Grayson County. So they're going to back it up 10 yards from the spot of the penalty. The Cougars still should come up with a very nice gain here as that penalty marker was thrown inside the 30-yard line. So they'll back it up from 10 yards from the spot, and they are going to place the football at the 36-yard line. So back it up 10 yards. So give Davini the gain of 31. The penalty goes for 10 yards. Cougars 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line, and Clinton County will spend their first timeout of the first half at the 9:07 mark with Grayson County leading 11-8. And that was something that I thought the Cougar defensive or offensive play calling probably was going to go to at some point. Was the first time we've really seen Davini get the toss pitch going out on the barriers, getting away from the defensive line, and the blocking was very good on the outside.
It really was, and that's what Davini does so well, is taking that pitch and turning it upfield. That time they ran that play over to the far side of the field, and he was able to get to that corner and run it up, up that sideline, and basically was tight-roping that sideline for probably 20 yards before he got knocked out of bounds. But still, I think that the block in the back was a little bit questionable because I almost made a comment. One of the things that appeared from my vantage point was, Tom, it looked like Davini actually just kind of lowered his helmet and kind of pushed into Jacob Clemens and actually knocked Clemens into a blocker. So Davini just trying to make contact there because he ran out of real estate on that far side of the field, and I think as a result knocked Clemens into a guy kind of unintentionally, and then Clemens got signaled for the flag. But nevertheless, still a 31-yard pickup, a big run Surprised we haven't seen that play called so far tonight, but as you said, it one of the big play calls there for Aaron Devaney, and he did a great job with that call that time.
1st and 10 Cougars from the 36-yard line. Give this time to Cody Bertram, and Cody barrels through the line of scrimmage across the 35, reaches the 32-yard line, picks up 4 yards.
Bertram's the type of player that it seems like he can never really get a break. Every big run that he picks up, he has to go through 4 or 5 people in order to get the runs. But Cody Bertram's one of those players I really love to watch. He always, as we talk about, hangs onto the football better than anybody on the team, just lowers his head, doesn't try to avoid contact, and will run you over. That's tonight his 29th carry of the season, 176 yards coming in this game.
Gary fakes the pitch to Devaney, rolls out left, and has room to run across the 30, 25, and is hammered down by a couple of Bulldogs at the 23-yard line. 9 yards for Hunter Gary and a Davis Insurance first down.
That was a great job by Hunter Gary of just playing it smart. Faked the handoff, rolled out on the bootleg, actually had Dustin Thomas open, but Gary, with his momentum coming to the near side of the field, would have had to stop and throw against the grain. A very, very dangerous pass to make, but Gary, smartly enough, decided to tuck the football, seen the first down marker was in reach, was able to pick up 9 yards, keep the chains moving.
Hunter came in as the team's second leading rusher behind Aaron Devaney. He's under center now, 1st and 10. This time back to throw. Fires, has his man Toms on the far side of the field. Jared eludes a tackler, gets inside the 10-yard line, and is going to be brought down. Looks like back right at the 10 is where they're going to spot it, at the 10-yard line. Pick up a 13 yards. A Sicilian Bank hometown connection leads to the Davis Insurance first down.
That's a great job by Jared Toms. And Tom, one of the interesting stats about tonight is that is the 5th Grayson County player who's made a catch tonight so far early on here. And a 13-yard pickup by him, a big catch it was. And one of the things we just talked about was yards after the catch. That would not have been a Sicilian Bank or a hometown connection or first down had he not made an excellent catch and sidestepped the defender in order to pick up the first down.
Bertram gets the carry this time, and he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Is that time excellent penetration coming in for the Ethan Albertson of Clinton County. So they are actually going to mark that he lost a yard, so 1 yard loss for Bertram as the Cougars come back to the line of scrimmage. 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in our first half as the Cougars split 2 wide left. 2 receivers. The pitch is to Devaney on the right side. Devaney picking his way 5, and they're going to say he dives for the end zone, is in, but the official, the line judge on the far side of the field, saying he's going to step out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So it's a gain of about 5 yards for Devaney. It will be 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. I believe they can just make a first down without scoring, but it is very close.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a touchdown, but it looked like Tate Man over there was the one that knocked him out of bounds, Tom. This guy over there for Clinton County, he's wrapped up in about 3 rolls of tape around his thigh pads there. That's all I can really see is
Bertram gets the handoff straight up the middle, has nowhere to go. He does get to the 5-yard line for 1 yard. It'll be 4th down, and we'll see if the Cougars will go for it here or try another Hunter Gary field goal.
That's Bertram's 6th carry tonight, 27 yards. But back what I was saying there, Devaney did an excellent job. Once again, went to that toss play, had the sideline there, but he was knocked out of bounds. Went back to Cody Bertram, immediately tried to get something up the middle, but Bertram was stopped at the line, but was able to keep his feet moving just enough to fall forward to enable himself to pick up 1 yard.
4th and goal from the 5. Cougars going for it here. Gary under center. Long snap count. Trying to draw him offside, and now he takes a timeout. So that was the play call, trying to draw Clinton County offside to get half the distance to the goal. Clinton County doesn't bite, and so Hunter takes the timeout. He'll walk over and talk with Coach Smart and Coach Seabold and see what they want to do.
Yeah, it'd be.
Tom Vitz and Sean Loxton rejoining you from Albany. A few slight technical difficulties while we were away. Sean Loxton mentioned about the Cougar defense. I'm not sure exactly how long we've been gone from you, but the Cougar defense needing to bow their head here and get back into this football game, and they did just that. It was Brian Beeler, as the Clinton County was able to force the Grayson County a turnover on downs at the 1 yard line. Cougars went for it on a 4th and 4, did not make it. They had it to 1, and pressure was brought by Brian Beeler on the quarterback of Clinton County. Hit him as he threw. The ball was a duck pass going up in the air. Hunter Gary intercepted it, walked it in for the 5-yard interception return for a touchdown, and the Cougars failed on a 2-point conversion try. They lead 17-8 with 5:07 to go, and a face mask penalty against the Cougars has got the ball at the 37-yard line on the kickoff return for Clinton County. They have 1st and 10. They call timeout before their opening play of the drive.
Tom, that's one of the things great ball clubs do is they find a way to put points on the board. We knew coming into this game Grayson County's defense has scored 6 points already this season. Tonight, another 6 points with the contributions there from Hunter Gary. Talked a little bit almost about, it's almost like a pitcher there in the major leagues there in the National League. A pitcher getting himself in a bind, then he comes up to the plate and somehow or another makes a big hit and helps himself out. That's exactly what Hunter Gary did. Of course, Gary taking over the reins at the quarterback spot this game. Back on in the secondary there, walked up close to the line of scrimmage after that duck pass there as he was, the quarterback Stanton was hit by Beeler. Gary was in the right place, made a big play in order to put some points on the board and take a little bit of pressure off that Cougar offense right now. The offense is continuing to move the football down the field. We've not seen Grayson County have much difficulty moving the football. It's just that every time it seems like we get near that end zone, we start having a few hiccups and unfortunately cannot punch it in.
1st and 10, Clinton County from the 37-yard line. Give is to the fullback Connor, and he is hit in the backfield and dropped. Dustin Thomas there, Michael Wood there on the stop for Grayson County. It's a loss of 4 yards back to the 33-yard line. It is the 3rd defensive touchdown of the season for this Cougar defense. Cody Yeager and Aaron Davini have had fumble recoveries for touchdowns. That's the 1st interception return for the touchdown. So 2nd down and 14 yards to go as the Cougars have a little bit more spunk out there this time on defense after getting their touchdown for the defensive unit. 2nd down, 14 yards to go. Shotgun formation for Staton. Looking to throw. Firing out to the far side. Has his man complete at the 40, and he brings it to the 45-yard line. Picks up 11 yards. It will still be 3rd down and short on the reception. Dylan Crawford for Clinton County.
That's Crawford's 2nd reception of the night, 16 yards. Good pass out there that time by Staton, just getting the ball out there to Crawford and letting him work with it. But an excellent tackle, a little bit late getting to the football, but Jacob Clemens was able to come over there and finally make the tackle for the Cougars. Right now, one of the things I think the Cougars could do defensively is maybe take advantage of the quarterback Staton as he's throwing the football. Tom, one of the things Staton does every time he throws the football is he takes about an extra 2 to 2 seconds adjusting the football after he takes the snap. And I think eventually if we can start getting some pressure from Davini and Thomas off those corners, we can really start to make him rush his passes and make him pay there offensively.
Delay of game penalty against Clinton County before they could get the snap off. That backs the Bulldogs up 5 yards to the 40, and that makes it 3rd down and about 8 yards to go for Clinton County to make a. So after the 15-yard roughing the passer penalty, Clinton County has a 1st down, now after a 1-yard run, lose a yardage actually on that last play. 2nd down and 11. Clinton County at the Cougar 46-yard line. Shotgun formation for Staton. Tom Vincent back with you from Clinton County High School as the Cougars have just stopped a drive by the Bulldogs. It was Jacob Pierce on an interception as Clinton County was going toward the end zone. Jacob Pierce stepped in front of the intended receiver, Durham, at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Big defensive play from Jacob Pierce. The hand straight up the middle this time. Did not see if it was Bertram or Peak on the carry, and the Cougars trying to work from the shadow of their own goal line. It'll be with just 1:05 to go in the quarter. The Cougars will probably be content to run this one out. The carry was by Dustin Peak. Pick up of 3 yards out to the 6-yard line. Huge stop. Jacob Pierce on the interception. Again, this time to give. Actually, Hunter Gary keeps it, and Hunter's actually going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It'll be 3rd down and long, but the Cougars very content here just to run the quarter out. They will have the opening possession of the 3rd quarter. And so with 25 seconds to go, I'm not sure. Looks like they'll probably have to run one more play. Coach Smart then signaling in what he wants to do. Coach Seabelt out on the field talking with Hunter Gary. And now the Cougars come to the line of scrimmage with 7 seconds to go. I'm not sure. They'll probably have to make a snap here. And clock stops. And we have a timeout in Grayson County with 4 seconds to go. It's a 3rd and 7 from their own 6-yard line, so they don't want to get too fancy here and potentially give up a score this late. They have a 17-8 lead with 4 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. 4 seconds to go. Cougars with a huge play. Some penalties ravaged them on that last Clinton County drive as the Bulldogs were able to get it down inside the 20-yard line, but then a pass play for their best receiver, Durham, was intercepted by Jacob Pierce, and that stalled the Clinton County drive, and the Cougars will look to go into the locker room now with a 9-point advantage. Jacob Pierce now has 3 interceptions on the season, leading the team. So Jacob doing a fine job. Actually, he is, I believe, tied with Hunter Gary for Team IR. No, actually, yes. Hunter Gary got his 3rd interception earlier and returned it for a touchdown. Gary in shotgun formation this time, looking to throw, has Davini, and Davini is going to get out to the 20-yard line. The Cougars were looking like they were going to try to get something big broke there. 14-yard pickup for Aaron Davini, but that is the end of our first half of play, with the Grayson County Cougars leading the Clinton County Bulldogs by a score of 17-8 on the home of Cougar football, K105. It's halftime from Clinton County High School. Tom Bitson with you as the Cougars take a 17-8 lead into the halftime locker room. This is a game in which they have trailed for the first time in the 2009 season as Clinton County was able to get the first score on the board, led 8-0, but Grayson County has stormed back with 17 unanswered points to lead the Clinton County Bulldogs by a score of 17-8 on the home of Cougar football, K105. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into our halftime report here tonight as the Grayson County Cougars lead the Clinton County Bulldogs by a score of 17-8 down here in Albany. The Cougars falling behind for the first time this year as Clinton County drew first blood tonight on an 11-yard touchdown catch from their main receiver, Brent Durham, from their quarterback, Stanton, at the 5:05 mark of the first quarter. That drive actually was set up after an 80-yard fumble recovery for by Clinton County all the way down to the Cougar 11-yard line, and they were able to cash in from there. But just a minute and 5 seconds later, Grayson County was able to strike with Aaron Davini, 5-yard touchdown. Davini actually set that whole drive up with a long kickoff return down to the 41-yard line of Clinton County, and a 15-yard late hit out of bounds put on another 15 yards down to the 26. It took the Cougars just 3 plays to punch it in. Then at the 11:55 mark of the second quarter, the Cougars again drove down but were stopped. Hunter Gary kicked in a 33-yard field goal. It was 11-8 at that point. And then Hunter Gary at the 5:16 mark, after Brian Beeler applied the pressure in the end zone, hit the quarterback as he threw. Gary intercepted the pass, walked in from 5 yards out. The 2-point conversion failed, and Grayson County has a 17-8 lead. I should mention that after the Davini 5-yard touchdown in the first quarter, the Cougars did go for 2 and convert on a pass to Dustin Thomas. So again, at halftime, it is Grayson County 17 and Clinton County 8 on the home of Cougar football, K105.
Getting set for the start of the third quarter of play from Clinton County High School as the Grayson County Cougars lead Clinton County by a score of 17-8. And now for our first half stats, here is Sean Logston.
Tom, after look at the first half, obviously Coach Smart's going to be a little bit frustrated with his team overall, and particularly probably Coach Sebo with the offense's performance inside the red zone. But Grayson County overall has done a pretty good job of moving the football. They just have not taken care of business inside those 20-yard lines. But Cody Bertram has carried the ball 6 times for 27 yards. Dustin Thomas has got his second carry of the season tonight on a 6-yard toss. Aaron Davini has 4 carries for 46 yards, one of those going for a 5-yard touchdown. Hunter Gary has a couple carries for 9 yards. Dustin Peak, 2 carries for 10 yards. Hunter Gary has completed 7 passes for 75 yards to give Grayson County a total offense of 173 yards, with 98 of those coming on the ground. So 98 yards rushing on 15 carries for Grayson County in the first half, 7 completions for 75 yards, for total offense of 173 yards. Of course, Grayson County, we've seen them go to the passing game more so early in this first half due to a number of different reasons, with Grayson County having difficulty moving the ball inside the 20. On the other hand, the defense for Grayson County has played fairly solid throughout the course of the game, with an exception of allowing 1 touchdown there on a great play by Clinton County that was thrown up to Durham, the receiver, who caught a touchdown pass over Jacob Pierce there in the first quarter to put Clinton County up on top, 6-0, and they went on to convert the 2-point extra point. Matt Staton, the quarterback for Clinton County, has completed 6 passes for 39 yards, 3 of those going to his lead receiver, Brandon Durham, who's caught 3 passes for 20 yards. Dylan Crawford, the tight end, has caught 2 passes for 16 yards. And number 21, Harley Brown, has caught the other pass for Clinton County for a 3-yard catch. Clinton County, 49 yards of total offense in the first half, only 10 yards rushing. Grayson County has made numerous tackles in the backfield to kind of, I guess you could say, prohibit such a positive running game there in the first half. So overall, Grayson County's defense has played well. The offense, though, has sputtered inside the 20-yard line, Tom.
Clinton County's lone score of the evening, set up by an 80-yard fumble recovery by Tony Behrens, who rumbled down, was caught by Dustin Peak from behind, and that set up the 11-yard touchdown to Durham that Sean alluded to. Cougars lead by a score of 17-8. K105 is your home for a lot of football this weekend, as the Kentucky Wildcats in action tomorrow. They'll take on the top-ranked Florida Gators. Coverage begins right here on K105 at 4:30 Central, with kickoff slated for 6 p.m. And then the Tennessee Titans on the road, looking to avoid an 0-3 start as they take on the New York Jets on Sunday, noon kickoff, 11 o'clock. Titans countdown to kickoff begins right here on K105. The Grayson County Cougars will get the opening possession of the third quarter as they are out on the field now, again in their road white jerseys here. And we have alluded tonight, gotten away from rain. It seems like it has rained every day this week everywhere in Kentucky, but some pretty good conditions here tonight in deep South Kentucky, as there has not been any rain to this point. Hopefully it will hold off throughout the rest of our game.
And, Tom, the field conditions actually still, even at halftime, are in relatively good condition. I walked out on the field prior to the game. A little bit of dampness on the grass, but not really any kind of standing water or muddy spots. A little bit of worn area there midfield, but not seeing any problems caused by field conditions.
Short kickoff is fielded by Braxton Williams at the 20-yard line, and he had thoughts of handing that ball off and thought better of it, and probably a good decision not to do that as he got to the 30-yard line.
Tom, I was just kind of in awe to see what Braxton was doing there, actually. Braxton, of course, we mentioned his name in the locker room show, played a big JV game this week, and obviously a contributor here to varsity, but Braxton took that kickoff, ran over to the far side of the field. There was contact already being made, and it appeared that he tried to kind of do a backward lateral handoff. I'm sure that's something the coaching staff was not very pleased with right now, taking those type of chances with the way we played in the first half.
1st and 10 Cougars at the 30-yard line. A fake to the handoff to the fullback, and Hunter Gary's got room. 40, 45, midfield, 45 of Clinton County, and is going to be wrestled out of bounds, and a late flag coming in at the 39-yard line. It is a pickup of 31 yards, and I believe this is going to be a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, that's what they're probably going to call for sure on Durham. Durham appeared to make a nice tackle, was chasing down Gary from the back, but went right for kind of his neck helmet there, tackling him up around the helmet. And that's just one of those safety calls. It's good to see that type of call to keep any type of neck injury from happening there, and that's exactly what the call is going to be, looks like. But Grayson County, Tom, I was really interested to see how they were going to come out the first play and respond. Hunter Gary did an excellent job of selling that fake, bouncing it to the outside, picked up a few good blocks, and then was able to stiff-arm a defender to get himself away up the sideline, and that was actually the call, I believe.
And it was a call, the horse collar, so it's a 31-yard rush by Gary, and he reached the 39-yard line. They'll mark off a 15-yard personal foul to the 24-yard line. So, and the Grayson County Cougars really coming out of the locker room, Sean, with the kind of pep in their step that we've seen all year long. Before they even made the penalty signal, they were back at the line of scrimmage ready to go from the 39 without them ready to even marking it off yet.
And, Tom, that's what we didn't see in the first half. We've seen Grayson County just kind of lollygagging back to the huddle. We're seeing a totally different team right now after that first play.
1st and 10 Cougars. Gary this time to give to Bertram, and he rumbles his way still on his feet as he gets inside the 20 and inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. 14 more yards for Gary, Bertram rather, and a Davis Insurance first down.
And this is what we've been expecting to see out of this Grayson County team. We mentioned even in the first half that they moved the football, but still did not move it with the type of emotion that we've seen this Grayson County team play. Once again, back to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
1st and 10 Cougars from the 11, and this time Gary keeps it after the fake to Bertram, cuts it up the middle, and a good stop on the play that time by Clinton County as Gary had a nice run going, gets to the 5-yard line, 6-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, that was a great run still by Hunter Gary. Gary did an excellent job. Looked like it was going to be a pitch there that time with the option, but he decided the last minute to keep it. Seen a big hole there open up, but Tom, Clinton County did an excellent job of closing in. That hole just basically disappeared within a matter of seconds and stopped Gary, but he did pick up 6.
This time Bertram on the carry, straight up the middle, reaches the 3-yard line, 2-yard gain. It will be 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They can make a first without getting into the end zone. This is where the Cougar offense has bogged down here tonight, as Sean mentioned a moment ago. They got down here close earlier, were stopped, kicked a 33-yard field goal, and then turned it over on downs at the 1-yard line.
This is a huge play. 3rd down, just a couple to pick up the first down, but we've seen all first half where Grayson County was unable to move those chains inside the red zone.
Gary gives straight up the middle to Bertram. He's in for the touchdown. Another GC6. Cody Bertram from 3 yards away.
That was a great run by Bertram. More importantly, Grayson County needed that touchdown as far as the confidence builder was concerned, because we've seen them get stopped in that situation time and time again tonight, but Cody Bertram was not going to be denied. Did an excellent job of fighting through the line of scrimmage in order to pick up 3 yards for the touchdown.
4th rushing touchdown on the season for Bertram, and the Cougars line up here going for 2, leading 23-8. Under center, Hunter Gary again gives to Bertram. He goes through untouched into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Grayson County 25, Clinton County 8, 10-14 to go 3rd quarter on the home of Cougar Football, K105. Kickoff by Hunter Gary, fielded by Clinton County back at the 15-yard line and brought out near the 30, and we're going to have all kinds of penalty flags come in. This is probably going to be a late hit against the Cougars here as things have gotten a little chippy here tonight between these two squads. They played a year ago. It is a late hit out of bounds against Grayson County, so that'll mark it up another 15 yards. Grayson County has now taken a 25-8 lead with 10:07 to go 3rd quarter.
They're going to call that one on Jared Toms. Toms came in there late and made a nice aggressive play coming after the football. Very clean play by him, but just a little bit late. But I tell you, Tom, these officials tonight are looking to throw those flags for sure, because some of these are very questionable and just look like some clean, aggressive type plays, but are being signaled as maybe a late call, a face mask, a horse collar tackle. We've seen numerous penalties called in tonight's contest.
Clinton County with the football at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. And the pitch, high pitch for McWhorter in the backfield, and he's going to be hit by Hunter Gary back at the 37 and driven back as that play had no chance. The pitch from Staton was way high, and McWhorter had to wait a long time on it, and that gave the Cougar defense plenty of time to get back there and force the 6-yard loss.
Yeah, that was actually Hawley Brown that caught it, and I'm sitting there feeling sorry for him, Tom, because as you said, Staton just looked like the old Hoosier movie where he just kind of threw his legs, did the granny shot, double-fisted, throw the ball up in the air. I was waiting for a Grayson County player. Had we expected that to pick that off, could have been easily picked off, but Harley Brown was sitting there just kind of waiting for it, looking at the defense coming his direction. Very, very poor play by Clinton County. Great job by the Cougars.
Now Stanton back to throw. Pressure coming, sacked in the backfield. Brian Beeler has had a monster night on the defensive side of the football. He gets another sack here, and the ball is back to the 33-yard line, another loss of 4 yards.
That was a great job that time by Beeler. We've called Beeler's name time and time again tonight. That's his second sack of the ball game. 5th tackle. Brian Beeler has been so active on that line of scrimmage tonight for Grayson County and has been giving the line for Clinton County problems all night. That time Beeler got into the backfield and Stanton, the quarterback, didn't have anywhere to go with the football.
Well, this is certainly the type of intensity we have seen from this Cougar football team for the first 5 games this season. What was missing in the first half tonight. 3rd down and 20 yards to go. The pitch is to McWhorter on the left side. He's going to get nowhere. Shane Goff on the stop for the Cougars at the 31-yard line. In fact, he's going to lose another 2 yards on the play.
That's exactly the type of enthusiasm and team play that we need to see and did not see in the first half. Of course, Grayson County's defense still played solid in the first half, but we didn't see them play with the type of enthusiasm and emotion that we're seeing here early on in the second half. I guarantee you, though, Tom, I would say that Coach Smart and Coach Seabolt's discussion at halftime had a little bit to do with the way Grayson County's playing right now.
Back to punt, high snap, and another near block, and it's a short kick, going to bounce at the 48 and take a good Clinton County roll to the 41-yard line. That's where the Cougars will take over at their own 41, 1st down and 10, and Grayson County, Sean, in this third quarter so far, they've had 1 possession on offense, 1 possession on defense. They're playing like the 8th-ranked team in Class 5A.
Yeah, they really are, Tom. The first half, I think once they go back and watch it on film, they're going to be a little bit embarrassed with their performance overall, and I think that's kind of the message that Coach Smart, Coach Seabolt sent to the team at halftime. We're seeing a different ball club here in the second half. With the offense having touched the ball and the defense on the opposing side getting an opportunity. And one of the things that really impresses me more about this team in the second half, Tom, is the way that they kind of present themselves. And what I mean by that is after each play, we're seeing them hurry up and get to their position, hurry up and get to the huddle, hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage. First half, they were just kind of dragging around. Different type of team here in the second half.
And we have a stoppage of play here. Timeout Cougars is coaching staff huddling over there. A little bit of confusion as the team was coming to the line of scrimmage, so timeout with 7:44 to play here, third quarter. Cougars leading by a score of 25-8. You know what was impressive about that last drive? You'll rarely see this, but it was 3 and out for Clinton County on all 3 plays. They lost yardage.
Yeah, and that says a lot about Grayson County's defense and just how aggressive they're playing going after the football. And it's going to be so important for them to kind of continue that here now and enforce that they are that.
Tom Bishop, Sean Loster with you from Clinton County High School as the Cougars have the football, and they lead it 25-8 over Clinton County right now. They have got the football. Aaron Devine just gets up off the pile after a carry of yardage down to the 47-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Cougars no problem getting their play calling in now. They're quickly back at the line of scrimmage. High formation backfield with Dustin Reed and Aaron Devine, the tailback. This time Gary fakes the pitch to Pig. Now pitches it out to Devine. He has first down yardage. Davison turns first down yardage inside the 45-yard line, and another late penalty, a late hit out of bounds against Clinton County. That's going to give the Cougars another 15 yards. The play makes, a 10 yards on the play for Devine to the 44-yard line, and the extra 15-yard penalty is going to get it up to the 29-yard line for Grayson County. So the Cougars back in business again, driving in Clinton County territory.
Tom, once again, that's a tough break for Clinton County. A big pickup by Grayson County, and a great job by Hunter Gary getting that option, that pitch out, because he was met at the line of scrimmage immediately after coming around the corner, but was able to pitch it off to Devine, and Devine was able to get it and make that corner to pick up 10 yards.
The Cougars with the ball first and 6 minutes, 32 seconds to go, on the march again. They scored on their opening third quarter drive, got the 2-point conversion. Gary takes the snap, gives to Peak, and Dustin gets about a yard to the 28-yard line, and that's all. They have done a really pretty good job, Clinton County that is, at really stuffing that fullback in the play, except for the Bertram touchdown.
They really have, and Grayson County continues to try to exploit in between the tackles. We see them time and time going back to that play, hoping to break one. And I think that's more or less, Tom, maybe a challenge to the offensive line. Of course, Grayson County, we've seen a lot of success when they get to that outside corner, outside tackles, but they are having difficulty in between the tackles.
Gary bunkles the snap, picks it back up, going for Toms, who makes a diving catch. He caught it. He catches it. What a catch by Jerry Toms, stretching out, diving about 3 yards, makes the grab at the 23-yard line, make it the 22. He's going to be just shy of a first down by about a yard, so a 6-yard hookup. Toms catching the Gary pass.
That was a phenomenal catch by Tom. He was completely laid out, fully extended, probably 3 or 4 feet off the ground. If you took a tape measure beneath him, caught it, was able to get a little short of the first down.
And on the quarterback keeper, Hunter Gary gets down to the 17-yard line for a pickup of 5 yards. And another Davis Insurance first down, Grayson County.
That was a great run by Gary. Of course, Grayson County, we keep talking about them getting back to the line of scrimmage. That play immediately after the big play, big catch by Toms for 6 yards. Grayson County did not waste any time. Got a quick play call in, was back at the line of scrimmage, lined up before Clinton County was able to adjust, and Gary just kept it, snuck right up off the right side of the center there and picked up 5 yards.
Cougars first down, 10 yards to go from the Clinton County 16-yard line. Under center, Hunter Gary takes the snap. Pitch to the near side, and Aaron Devini. Devini, 15, 10, inside the 10 to the 6-yard line, so another 10 yards and very close to another Davis Insurance first down.
That carry there for Devini was his seventh rush of the night for 68 yards. So once again, very close to that 10-yard average we talked about in the locker room show. Aaron Devini, 45 carries, 463 yards, averaging over 10 yards a carry coming into tonight's ball game. But although with that particular carry, it gives him 7 more carries for 68 yards.
First and goal, Cougars at the 6-yard line. Gary under center, ball to left hash. Hunter takes the snap and a whistle before the play gets off. This is going to be a false start penalty against Grayson County, and that will back the Cougars up to the 11-yard line, where it'll be first down and goal with 4:32 to play third quarter.
Yeah, tough break for Grayson County. Once again, we just talked about how getting back or getting set up the line of scrimmage has helped them out and been kind of an advantage for them in the second half. That time we just ran one a little bit early. Everyone was not lined up and set there at the line of scrimmage.
The first and 11, first and goal at the 11-yard line. Grayson County has the football. Knocking on the Bulldog door. Under center, Hunter Gary, center of the football field. Hunter takes the snap. Takes it to Pete. Now rolls on the option right. Looking for the end zone, and he's going to be brought down by Durham. A nice tackle, as that was a great job running the option that time by Hunter Gary. He gets down to the 5-yard line, so he picks up 6 yards. It'll be second and goal.
They give Hunter Gary 67 yards on the night, 6th carry of the ball game. Once again, Tom, you said it, Durham made an excellent play for Clinton County. That would have had easily been a touchdown for Grayson County had it not been for Durham's speed and athleticism. Durham plays kind of like middle safety. He's almost like a center fielder. He just floats around and goes after the football.
Gary on the keeper is getting close to the goal line, down to the 1 before he is pushed back. A pickup of 4 yards on the play. There'll be third down, goal to goal from the 1-yard line. Last time the Cougars were this close, they gave it to Cody Bertram, who bowled his way into the end zone for the touchdown. We'll see what the Cougars dial up here.
Once again, I would expect to maybe see Grayson County go to that hard count. They tried it in the first half, did not get Clinton County to jump. Clinton County was very disciplined and was able to stay there at the line of scrimmage without jumping off sides. But I expect to see maybe Hunter Gary extend that cadence out a little bit and try to get Clinton County to jump off sides.
Third and goal from the 1. Gary under center. Hunter takes the snap, gives it to Dustin Peak. He's in. Touchdown, Grayson County. Another GC6, this time from Dustin Peak.
That's a great job by Dustin Peak. Peak is such a small, little, sneaky running back. I don't think the defense even seen him. Gary took the snap, and their focus was immediately on Gary, and he was able to kind of do an inside handoff to Peak. Peak just bounced it off the right side tackle that time and snuck into the end zone. Great play by Dustin Peak.
Hunter Gary on. This time the Cougars will go for the extra point rather than the 2-point conversion. Hunter's kick is up on the way,
It splits the uprights. Grayson County now leads by a score of 32-8. 2:52 to play the third quarter. This is the type of Grayson County team that we expect to see coming out in the first half. But we've seen the offense time and time again in the first half create situations where they were able to put points on the board, but just was not able to convert inside the red zone. The second half, we've seen them convert both times they've been in the red zone in order to put points on the board, which has been so instrumental in kind of extending this lead, building that confidence for the Cougar offense. Of course, the defense has been solid all game, with the exception of that one pass play there that Durham was able to catch over the top of Pierce. Of course, though, Pierce was able to come back, and last time they tried to pick on him, was able to get an interception. So a great job overall by the Cougars.
Just staying resilient, hanging in there, and extending this lead, 32-8 with 2:52 left here in the third quarter.
Dustin Peak now has 4 rushing touchdowns on the season. As Hunter Gary approaches the football kickoff, and it is going to be fielded by Neil Connor at the 17-yard line, brings it out to the 18 where he takes a shot. Sean Tuttle on the tackle in the special teams, as Grayson County will come back on the field on defense, leading 32-8 with 2:47 to play.
Dustin Peak has been one of those real hidden surprises for the Cougars. They expected some big things out of him. They've seen some good workouts from him in the summer camp and some of the scrimmages, but Peak is just 11 yards shy from 200 yards on the season. Coming into tonight's game, Dustin Peak had 18 carries for 117 yards, and you mentioned it, 3 touchdowns, but that last one gives him 4 on the season. He's got 17 yards rushing tonight. If he picks up 11 more, it'll put him above 200 for the season.
First and 10, Clinton County from their own 31-yard line. Give is to Brown, and he is met by Cody Bertram on the left side of the offensive line. He made forward progress out to the 33-yard line, 3-yard pickup.
That was a great job by Cody Bertram. What Bertram did so well that time was he shed his blocker and kept great containment. Bertram was walked up the line of scrimmage and immediately took on a block, and it appeared that Bertram was going to get blocked out of the play, but at the last minute, he just basically had the offensive player there kind of with an arm's reach and just threw the blocker out of his way, was able to go over and make a tackle. Great job by Bertram.
2nd and 7. Staton in shotgun formation, 2 running backs either side. Takes the pitch, rolling out, keeping it, and is met by Morgan Decker at the 30-yard line and driven back for the loss of 3 yards. Morgan Decker with a big defensive play.
That was a great play by Decker, and once again, another great play by Bertram. Bertram walked up once again, same play, but at the opposite side, went to the outside shoulder of the quarterback Stratton, and he had to cut it back inside, and as you said, Morgan Decker was there waiting on him and just cleaned his clock. What a great tackle that time by Morgan Decker.
A minute and a half to go in our third quarter of play. It's Grayson County leading 32-8 over Clinton County. 3rd down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation for Staton. 2 receivers left, 1 right. The give is to Brown straight up the middle. No gain on the play. Met at the line of scrimmage. And again in on the tackle, Morgan Decker, Cody Bertram, and Mark Williams.
Once again, love seeing that game tackling where you just call multiple names. You could almost give the tackle to any one of those guys. Every one of them was in on it. And a great job of just swarming to the football. And the Cougars really bouncing around with kind of a different step than we've seen in the first half. And they're continuing to right now make Clinton County pay. It looks like Cougars can get the ball back in excellent field position.
Lost 1 yard on the play, and the kick on the punt is away, and Jacob Clemens catches it back at his own 40-yard line on the fair catch. 41 seconds to go, third quarter. Grayson County 32, Clinton County 8. Again, the big matchup next week will be the Grayson County Cougars going down to Bowling Green to take on the Purples. They're a squad that knocked off their ranked number 2 in 5A, undefeated, of course, beat Owensboro last week, who is ranked 3rd, 26-21. They're playing tonight at home against Louisville Trinity, the 6A power, so it'll be interesting to see how the Purples come out of that game. But again, Cougars and Purples next week in Bowling Green, 7 o'clock kick, 6:30 airtime on K105. 1st and 10, Grayson County from the 40-yard line. Hunter Gary fakes the handoff, rolling out the pass, fires over the middle, has it nearly intercepted. nearly picked off, and credit Dustin Thomas. The ball was in the hand of the Matt Statton, the quarterback, in his safety position. Thomas come over top and knocked it out of his hand.
Thomas did an excellent job. That's one of the things you're taught to do as a receiver, is if you cannot make the catch yourself as a receiver, do not allow the defense to make the catch ever, and that's exactly what Thomas did. He knew that he couldn't catch it, but he for darn sure was not going to allow Statton to come up with it, came over, and was able to just basically get a hand in there and swat it down from Statton.
Gary under center. This time the pitch to Devaney, far side. Devaney, 45, 50, has room, 45 of Clinton County, busts loose 40, and has a tackle at the 30-yard line. He is brought down by his shoelaces at the 30. Another 30 yards for Aaron Devaney and a Davis Insurance first down.
That was a great run by Devaney, 2 yards shy of 100 yards on the night. 8 carries, 98 yards, and it looked like he was going to bust that one. Immediate contact was made around the line of scrimmage, but Devaney was able to make a couple quick moves with his feet work and elude some tackles and break it open to the middle of the field.
Devaney with another carry straight through the middle, bust through, has another first down as he carries tacklers inside the 20-yard line, and he reaches the 17. 13 more yards for Devaney. Another Davis Insurance first down is actually, let's give him 14 down to the 16, and he is over that 100-yard barrier rushing tonight.
Yeah, 112 yards tonight. Great game by Devaney. Of course, Aaron Devaney last week had 17 carries for 131 yards. So two great games Devaney's compiled up here the last two back-to-back ball games.
Into the third quarter with the Cougars leading Clinton County 32-8 on the home of Cougar Football, K105. Tom Vincent and Sean Loxton back with you from Albany, Kentucky, where the Grayson County Cougars head to the fourth quarter of play with a 32-8 lead over the Clinton County Bulldogs. The Cougars fell behind in this one 8-0. They've scored 32 unanswered and are knocking on the door again. First down, 10 yards to go at the Bulldogs' 16-yard line. Gary under center, back to throw, has a man wide open. It's Dustin Thomas. He streaks into the end zone. Another GC6. Hunter Gary hooking up with Dustin Thomas from 16 yards out on the Sicilian Bank hometown connection.
That was a great play, and more importantly, a great job of selling the fake by Hunter Gary. Gary basically faked the inside handoff, did an excellent job of just delaying for a moment. The entire defense bit on it. Dustin Thomas ran straight up the field, got behind the cornerbacks, and just made an excellent catch. Gary made a beautiful pass. As you said it, another GC6 that time on a 10-yard pass from Gary to Thomas.
Fifth receiving touchdown on the season for Dustin Thomas. Extra point try by Gary is good. 39-8. Our score now, 11:55 to go, fourth quarter on the home of Cougar Football, K105. Hunter Gary kicks off to the Clinton County 15-yard line, and the Bulldogs bring it out across the 30, and they will bring up their possession here as they now trail Grayson County by a score of 39-8 with the 11:46 to play in our football game.
Tom, you know, one of the things that the coaching staff's going to be pretty excited about is just the way that Grayson County has responded here in the second half. Of course, coming on the road anytime, you know, we talked about the challenges. 2.5-hour bus ride will give you just, you know, coming, you know, it's kind of so far away from Litchfield here on the road, mixing things up a little bit. A team that we were expected to win by pretty heavily. Of course, Grayson County fell down immediately, 8-0, but they responded huge here in the second half.
Fire throw by Statton intended for Pierce, and I thought they might get an offensive pass interference that time as Pierce had good position on the intended receiver, Durham. Pierce was burned, and on that touchdown, the long touchdown by Clinton County by Durham, he's a very athletic player, has about probably 4 inches in height over Pierce, but Pierce has really battled the rest of the game, most notably the interception he got at the end of the second quarter at the Grayson County 2-yard line.
Yeah, and I think if you talk to the coaches, they'll tell you how impressed they've been with Pierce throughout the course of the game on Durham and practically contained him and not allowed him to make any huge big plays other than that one.
Pitch to McWhorter, who's hemmed in by Bertram, tries to go to the opposite side of the field, and there is Anthony Cantrell on the other side awaiting his good assignment football that time. Cantrell kept in his position and made the stop.
That's what's so important about Cantrell's tackle there was staying at home. So many times you'll see the weak side defender, whether it be the end or cornerback walked up or even the linebacker, kind of see the running back go the opposite direction and then just kind of have a mental lapse. But Cantrell did not do that. He stayed in with his assignment, stayed at home, and that time as the running back Gavin McWhorter tried to go back to the other side. There was Cantrell waiting on him.
Lost 6 yards, 3rd and 16. Staten back to throw, and is going to be hit and brought down as he was probably behind the line of scrimmage. Michael Wood on the stop this time, and they're going to give him 1 yard on the play. So stop there, 10:40 to go. It's 4th down and 15, and the punting unit out for Clinton County.
Once again, the defense doing a great job. They're forcing Clinton County here 3 and out. Clinton County, you can just see the frustration kind of on their faces there as they stand on the sideline. Very frustrated. Felt like they might have had an opportunity to play here with Grayson County after going on the board early, but the Cougars have really responded and tightened up here the last half here.
Kick is away. Jared Toms fields it at the 49-yard line of Grayson County. Rumbles across and stumbles at the 40, make it the 39-yard line. He had some running room out here, but the footing, as Sean mentioned, just a little bit slippery out there from the rain in the area, but it has stayed away here tonight. Cougars 1st and 10 at the Clinton County 39-yard line.
That was a good return by Toms, though. It looked like for a minute I thought he was going to signal a fair catch. Had a little bit of blue jersey surrounding him, but he took the gamble, caught it, paid off big. He was able to pick up about 13 or 14 more yards from the spot of catching the football. So great job that time by Toms. Had he kept his footing, he would have been able to pick up more. But the ground before the game, not really muddy or sloshy anywhere, but a little bit wet, the grass was, and I'm sure that the dew, as the nights went on, has maybe even progressed.
Hand off to Matt Van Meter from the fullback slot straight up the middle, and he gets across the 35-yard line to the 31, a pickup of 8 yards on the first carry of the night for Matt Van Meter. Some substitutions in for the Cougar offense is at the tailback slot that time was Jacob Pierce. Now Jacob Clemens replaces Hunter Gary in the lineup at quarterback. We have a timeout. Clinton County will take it with them. 9:52 to play, 4th quarter. Grayson County leading 39-8 on the home of Cougar football, K105. 9 minutes and 39 seconds to go, 4th quarter. Grayson County has put a lot of substitutions in the game on offense this trip, as they have a 39-8 lead over Clinton County. Clock running. It's a 3rd down and 4 upcoming, as Matt Van Meter had the last carry, lost about a yard on the play. And now the Cougars coming to the offensive line. A stoppage in play. Some part of Jacob Clemens' helmet came unattached, and the referee saw that and stopped play, and now is going to whistle it back in as Jacob gets it back set and is back into the line of scrimmage at quarterback. I-formation backfield with Jacob Pierce at tailback, Matt Van Meter the fullback. The pitch is to Pierce on the left side. He has a lot of room. 20, 15, 10, goes to the tightrope to the sideline and is brought down inside the 10-yard line. Jacob Pierce with his first carry of the night, and we'll see where they officially spot the football. They are going to mark it at the 10-yard line, so 23 yards for Jacob Pierce.
Great run that time by Pierce. Pierce got to the line, bounced it outside, and Jacob Pierce is the type of player that just has so much potential and speed. That's his 10th carry of the season. Had 84 yards coming into tonight's ball game, was one of his 9 carries before that carry being a touchdown.
1st and goal, Cougars from the 10-yard line. I-formation again as Jacob Clemens comes to the line of scrimmage. Now they offset with Van Meter at fullback. Van Meter gets the carry, busts it through, reaches the 5, and let's see, they mark him down there. It's a 5-yard line, so 5 more yards for Matt Van Meter as he has his 3rd carry of the night.
Good run that time by Van Meter. Was immediately hit the line of scrimmage, but was able to kind of bounce off that contact and pick up about 3 or 4 more yards, give him 5 total, 12 yards tonight. Give credit to Matt Van Meter. Came into this game with 89 yards. That carry there gives him over 100 yards for the season on 16 carries, 1 touchdown.
2nd down, 5 yards to go. 2nd down and goal to go. Cougars at the 5-yard line. Clemens takes the snap. The pitch to Pierce. Running near side. Pierce cuts it up, diving for the end zone. He's in. It's a GC6. Jacob Pierce from 5 yards out.
Great job that time by Pierce. 28 yards tonight on 2 carries. Came in the game 9 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Pretty good odds, Tom. Pierce has got 12 carries on the season. 2 of them have went for touchdowns. Great hard run that time by Jacob Pierce.
And Hunter Gary on for the extra point try as Grayson County has really blown things open in this second half after leading 17-8 at that break. And this extra point is going to be blocked. So Hunter Gary misses his first extra point try of the night.
And our new score with 7:58 to play, fourth quarter, Grayson County 45 and Clinton County 8. It is 45 unanswered points by the Cougars.
Yeah, Grayson County has really responded. Of course, if you talk to the coaches at halftime, they would have been very frustrated with the way Cougars played offensively, particularly inside the red zone. But Grayson County, the second half, has really fired on all cylinders. They've got the offense clicking, and things are really starting to come together right now for the Cougars. Of course, 7:58 still left in this ball game, 45-8 lead. We just seen the coaching staff from up top above us that signal in some of the plays. From the vantage point above the press box, go ahead and call it, I guess you could say, a night as they kind of pack up their stuff, go down, join the rest of the coaches on the sideline. So that's kind of a clear indication that the coaches are very comfortable where they're at this particular point in the game.
Gary's set to kick it off. He gets it away, and it is going to be fielded by Upman, then dropped. He picks it up at the 15 and is brought down by Van Meter as he reaches the 25-yard line, make it the 26. Don't forget our fifth quarter show tonight. We'll talk with head coach Ed Smart, name tonight's McDonald's Player of the Game, and name the Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center Play of the Game, all before we depart you here in Albany. And then tomorrow morning you can hear more of Coach Smart on our Coach's Corner show at 8:30 live from McDonald's in Litchfield. Our Don Elliott chats with Coach Smart about tonight's game and next Friday's huge matchup with the Bowling Green Purples down in Corvette City. First down, 10 yards to go for Clinton County at their own 26-yard line. Staton, the quarterback, in shotgun formation, as a lot of new players out on the field for the Grayson County Cougar defense on this drive. Staton takes the snap, gives to McWhorter, and McWhorter with a good run across the 30-yard line to the 31, picks up 5 yards on the play. Dylan Dowsett in on the stop for Grayson County.
That was a great job by Dylan of actually shedding his block. It looked for a minute like he was going to get kind of blown out of there, and he just sidestepped the offensive tackler who was pulling on that play and was able to step up and make a nice play for the defense.
2nd and 5 for Clinton County at the 31-yard line. Staton back to throw, and he's going to have it picked off and intercepted and run back for a touchdown. That's Hunter Gary with his second interception for a touchdown tonight. This one was from 35 yards.
That was a great play by Hunter Gary, trying to pick up a number for the Cougars. It would look like number 53, might have been Galvin Alvey, or I thought it said 43, but not seeing a 43 on the roster. But somebody for the Cougars just came in there and laid a hit on Staton and just leveled him. Was looking to see maybe, because we've seen so many of those close calls, penalized, but the officials did not call a penalty, and Gary was the recipient of a wonderful, wonderful interception. As you said, ran it back for his second touchdown tonight on interception return.
And his extra point try this time is up, and the play is whistled dead, I believe, here before they got it off. They're going to call a offsides encroachment against Clinton County, so they'll move it half the distance and go on re-kick. I'm interested to see why they blew that dead and not just let the play go through, but they are sorting it out now. 51-8. The Cougars led 17-8 at half. They have exploded for 34 points in this second half. And they will retry the extra point here. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Cougars 51, Clinton County 8. And Gary, after his second interception return for a touchdown tonight, will try an extra point, and this one splits the upright. So 7:10 to go, fourth quarter. Now Grayson County in front, 52-8. What a play, jumping the route that time by Gary. He saw it coming and jumped right in front of the receiver and returned it for the touchdown. And
Hunter Gary playing a phenomenal game. He's obviously up in the running there for that Player of the Game honor. 91 yards passing tonight by Hunter Gary, 71 yards rushing, 2 interceptions that went for touchdown returns. So great game by Hunter Gary, and of course, leading that offense back out the second half there to try to get them to regroup as they struggled to score in the red zone. Keep saying that time and time again, but that was the story of the first half the reason that the actual offense only really put up 11 points, because the other 6 points when they went into halftime was a result of that Gary interception that went for a touchdown.
Gary kicks off, and it goes right through the legs of the Clinton County's Connor, and it is picked up at the 25-yard line and brought out to the 30, and Clinton County will take over there. You know, it's good to have multiple players as candidates. It's good that we have a number of players to choose from, because, you know, Aaron Davini's had a big night running the ball, and that huge kickoff return he had at the Cougars had fallen behind 8-0. And then on defense, Brian Beeler made a lot of big stops in that first half and in the first part of the second half, when the Cougars defense the Cougars were kind of lackluster, and he was one guy that was out there really giving it his all.
Yeah, he really has. And somebody that's really impressed me, Tom, also is Jacob Pierce. Pierce, of course, getting picked on that one play, and I thought that might be an indication that they were going to try to go for that all night, but he quickly let Clinton County know he's not the one to pick on. That play there, that touchdown, was just kind of a fluke, and he's played solid all game. And, of course, we know that the receiver, Brandon Durham, is such a talented receiver. Pierce has really stepped up to the challenge and done a great job of shutting him down. Durham's caught 3 passes for 20 yards, one of those for that one touchdown. But, I mean, that has really took away from the momentum of this Clinton County offense, Pierce's defense.
On first down, Clinton County gets it out to the 31-yard line. They had spotted it at the 28, so it's a 3-yard pickup. Bertram and Michael Wood on the carry. Now some confusion in the backfield. A fumble, almost near fumble exchange, and Cody Bertram was right there. The quarterback was trying to stuff it right into the fullback's belly. It was Cody Woodall, and they had a little bit of problem with the exchange, and Bertram was right there to belt Woodall down for a loss back to the 29-yard line of 2 yards.
Yeah, that almost appeared very similar to the play where we've seen Clinton County just kind of take it away from Gary there. That particular play, Bertram was right in there, caused a lot of problems there for the offense. Great play by Cody Bertram.
5 minutes to go, 3rd and 9, as Staton rolls out right looking to throw, fakes, nowhere to go, and it just takes a huge hit on the play. Is that Morgan Decker? It's hard to see his number. It is actually Dustin Crane, I should say. Dustin Crane laid a shot on Staton that time.
And Dustin Crane, a 5'9", 160 freshman. Crane is very, very active defensively. And that time, he said just laid a shot. That's going to be one from a defensive standpoint. You're going to want to hit replay, rewind, and watch that over and over. That was a very good hit. Textbook tackle that time by Dustin Crane.
That's where, when you're watching a college football game or NFL game, you hear the crowd all go, ooh.
And then those sideline mics down on the sideline, you can just hear the shoulder pads hit. It was a great hit.
So 4th and 13, Clinton County forced to punt, and Sean Tuttle back at the 41-yard line takes the kick, 45-50, and reaches the 45-yard line of Clinton County before he's brought down. Nice return by Sean Tuttle. I believe that's his first punt return this year. And the Cougars take over again on downs, 1st down, and 10 yards to go. They officially spotted at the 47-yard line. Kind of a bad spot for Mr. Tuttle that time. But nevertheless, the Cougars have the football with 3:40 to play in our football game. The clock is running.
That was indeed a good return by Tuttle. It looked like he fielded it somewhere around the 32, 33-yard line, but was able to quickly get up the field, give Grayson County some good field position in on their own side of the field here. Once again, field position has been very key for the Cougars in the second half. We always talk about field position, but the Cougars seem to be taking care of business here this second half, of course, with a 52-8 lead.
Freshman Braxton Williams in at quarterback. 1st and 10 Cougars. The give is to Matt Van Meter, and Matt gets about a yard to the 46-yard line. Williams in at quarterback. Dustin Crane, after that big hit on defense, is getting some time at fullback. He's a freshman runner, and in the games we've seen him carry the football this year, he looks very, very good out of that tailback slot. Cougars shuttling in a lot of players. Desmond Goldsberry out there on the field. Ryan Heverin on the football field as well for the Cougars. Under center is Williams. Takes the snap, pitches to Crane left. Dustin has some room. 40. and he has Davis Insurance first down yardage and dragged down just shy of the 30-yard line. The play nets about 15 yards as he gets to the 31-yard line.
That was a great run by Dustin, and how impressive he was to get to that corner. Tom, you just talked about Dustin, how they started to implement him. That time got a quick toss, a play much like we've seen Davini have so much success with. Crane looked very similar to Davini in terms of his ability to get up the field after catching that toss. Crane immediately turned it up the sideline there. Great run by Dustin.
1st and 10 Cougars at the 31. Williams under center. Again, pitches to Crane. He was hemmed in but cuts it up and is going to get 2 yards on one play that would have they could have lost about 4 or 5. Crane with a good run, and the Cougars still having the football here. Clock running with 1.5 minutes left to play. Bryce Bratcher on the field for the Cougars on the offensive line. Caleb Ashley. Anthony Cantrell on the offensive line as well. And in at the tail of the fullback slot is Alex Kerr. And Kerr gets the carry, and he gets about 2 yards to the 27-yard line. Kerr is a 5'6" freshman fullback. Cougars have 3rd down and 5 now with 55 seconds to go. Clock continuing to move with the deficit in the game, 52-8, Grayson County in front. Braxton Williams again gives to Kerr, and this time finds a little bit of running room. He gets inside the 25-yard line to the 23, a pickup of about 4 yards. I believe he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 4th down and short coming up, and we have 27 seconds to go. This will probably be the final play of the game. Braxton Williams sitting up under center. He has Goldsberry and Heverin splitted to the wide right, running the option. Keeper late pitch to Crane. 20. He has Davis Insurance first down yardage inside the 20. It's a pickup of about 6 yards on the play, and that will be the final play of our game. The Cougars trail for the first time in the 2009 season 8-0. They rattle off 52 unanswered to go 6-0 and ensure a 3rd consecutive winning season for the first time in school history. Grayson County 52, Clinton County 8 on the home of Cougar football, K105. Final score from Albany, Kentucky tonight. The Grayson County Cougars improved to 6-0 on the season with a 52-8 victory over the Clinton County Bulldogs as they await a monstrous matchup next week with the Bowling Green Purples. Our 5th quarter show is coming up next. We'll talk to Coach Ed Smart, name our McDonald's player of the game, and our Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center play of the game. That's all coming up in our 5th quarter show as the Cougars are now 6-0 on the season. They knock off the Clinton County Bulldogs 52-8 on the home of Cougar football, K105.
This is the 5th quarter show on K105, featuring a conversation with Cougar head coach Ed Smart and the announcement of tonight's McDonald's player of the game. The 5th quarter show is brought to you in part by Midway Pharmacy, Auto Smart, Legacy Golf Club and Restaurant, Midstate Carcraft, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Dan Powers GM Center. And now the 5th quarter show on K105.
So for the first time in the 2009 season, the Grayson County Cougar football team actually trailed in a game, 8-0. Well, they didn't like trailing very well because they reeled off 52 unanswered points. They improved to 6-0 tonight, locking up a winning season for the 3rd consecutive year, and that is the first time in school history for that to happen. So this Cougar football team continues to put their mark on the Grayson County Cougar football record book. They win tonight over Clinton County by a score of 52-8. Well, it's time for our Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center play of the game, and we go back to the 2nd quarter. Grayson County was struggling. The Cougars did in the first half, led to 17-8 at the break. But at the 5:16 mark, near about the 6-minute mark, they were stopped on 4th and goal by Clinton County, turned it over on downs. Clinton County on the first play, they got it. They tried a quarterback sneak, didn't gain any yards. They went back to the shotgun formation. Brian Beeler streaked through the line of scrimmage, hit the quarterback as he was throwing the football. It was a duck throw, went right into the arms of Hunter Gary, who walked in for the 5-yard touchdown. That interception return for a touchdown, 1 of 2 on the night for Hunter Gary, is our Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center play of the game. Gave the Cougars, Sean, a 17-8 lead, and really was the play that they needed in that half to have happen. Was the defense. You mentioned it right before that play happened. The defense needed to come up big because the offense was sort of sputtering at that point.
They really were, Tom, and that's what's so good to see about this Grayson County football program is at this point right now in the program, when the offense is having difficulties, it always seems that we've seen so far this season that Grayson County's defense has stepped up and helped bail them out, and vice versa. When the defense has struggled, it's been the offense that came in and made big plays. But tonight, it really depended on the defense to step up and make a big play because the offense, as you said, was really struggling to punch it in the red zone. We were forced to kick a field goal there, went for it on fourth down, was unable to pick it up, and it appeared that with the score being so close at that particular point, that Clinton County was starting to build some momentum, stopping us on that 4th and 1, and Grayson County came back. And Brian Beeler made a phenomenal play defensively in order for Hunter Gary to come away with a interception for a touchdown. And he basically, once catching that interception, just had to clearly just could have closed his eyes and walked backwards into the end zone. But contribute so much of that to Brian Beeler for coming in there and sticking the quarterback stat. And what a great team effort. And then that's what it takes to be successful. In years past, we've seen different teams that's maybe been an offensive powerhouse, but the defense has been a little bit questionable. But this Grayson County team right now, they really have got it together in all facets of the game. We've seen Hunter Gary tonight kick a field goal, so that's bright signs there for the special teams if we get in a situation where it's a close ball game where every point makes a difference. So there's no question that's a very trivial and important play there in the first half in order to get things going for the Cougars.
Cougars led 17-8 at the break. As I mentioned, they outscored Clinton County 35-0 in the second half. And, not only pitching the shutout, I do not believe that they had a positive yard on offense in the second half. I believe if you look back at the stats, they probably were negative in the second half as far as the yardage total because it seemed like every play they were 3 and out and normally lost yards on each of the 3 plays.
Yeah, they really was. I mean, from a stat standpoint, they didn't have a total of 10 yards total rushing all game. And that's one of the things that Coach Smart, he'll talk to us maybe a little bit about, Tom, when we brought it up a couple weeks ago, was those tackles for losses. The coaching staff keeps a tab on those. When they go back and break down the film, they love seeing those tackles for a loss, and we'll have an opportunity to talk with Coach Smart. I kind of see him moseying up here. So we'll talk to him a little bit about that some more.
Again, the final score 52-8. Back next on the fifth quarter show on K105. The fifth quarter show rolls on from Clinton County High School in Albany. Tom Vincent and Sean Loxton joined in the booth by head coach Ed Smart. And, Coach, a slow start tonight by Sean and I's accounts. You trailed.
Sean, we're slow tonight? Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I'm always slow, Coach.
You trailed for the first time tonight. The
first
season.
time we gave up points in the first half.
And but Sean and I talked about really didn't look like the intensity that we saw all year long in the first half, but in the second half, it was back to old Cougar football.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons and some things we just won't discuss on the air, but I mean, we just didn't come out the first half very, very fired up. I think we were fine, and all of a sudden we get the ball and they take it from us and run down there, and then we give up a score, and I think we're a little shell-shocked, and we just didn't get a whole lot of momentum going. And, honestly, defense played well, honestly, so I couldn't really fault them. But, again, we were trying to do some different things. And, it just seemed like every time we'd have something big, there would be a yellow flag or something. And we just didn't play our best football. But, we come out to win, I thought, the second half. It wasn't any great speech or anything. We just made a couple of adjustments and just, our kids just did a good job executing. And, again, I know for them probably that we got that ball the second half, went down and scored. I seen their heads start to drop a little bit. And but I'll tell you what, take your hat off to them. I thought that Clinton County played really well first half. They were really aggressive. They did some things defensively, gave some problems, but they tackled well. And I think we were kind of greedy trying to get big plays instead of just let's just be steady. And I thought we got back to doing that second half.
Coach, me and you had an opportunity to talk before the game, and one of the things that you pointed out, and obviously it's clearly seen from their schedule, but the last two games, their defense actually shut out Casey County and Caverna. So coming into this, you knew that their defense, had some size there and could be maybe a potential to deal with.
Well, I mean, they, everybody's bigger than us, and I mean they're not. I try to tell people that they were last year. Their quarterback got hurt, which I think really hurt them. I think if they had their quarterback this year, it may have been a little bit of a different outcome. But I thought they did a good job defensively, just giving us some different looks. And like I said, I think sometimes offensively we just got kind of cute and got away from what we do best. And, we talked about that. Again, sometimes you go into games and you want to work on certain things. And I think that's kind of what we tried to do the first half on both sides of the ball, and it just didn't work out very well. And we just come back the second half and just did what we need to do.
It seemed like throughout the course of the first half we continued to show signs of moving the football, but once we got inside that 10 or 20-yard line, that red zone area started to sputter a little bit. But one of the things that Tom and myself mentioned was so many times we've seen this year with your program, if the offense starts to have a hiccup or two, the defense really comes back and really helps the offense out, vice versa, and the defense made a big play. I know we named tonight's Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center play of the game. After you guys went for the fourth down play, was forced to turn over on downs. Clinton County came back with the ball, but your defense stood up strong there.
Hunter picked off that pass, ran back for a touchdown. Brian Beeler had a big force on him, and our defense scored twice tonight. Which anytime your defense can score, I think that's a plus. Like I said before, our defense did not play that bad. Sometimes we get greedy. And, we want shutouts, and we don't want any yards and stuff, and people are just going to do things and move the ball. And, their pass play they connected on. 5 is a really nice athlete, just kind of out and jumped our corner. That was a nice throw. So, it wasn't really anybody's fault. And, but I thought our kids responded well. Honestly, what I was really proud of is our kids got mad. And they just said, we've had enough of this, and that's what I liked.
And I like Jacob Pierce seemed to get mad at getting that touchdown called on him because the rest of the game he really did a nice job on Durham. In fact, stopped their drive right before halftime with an interception at the 2-yard line.
Sure, Jacob, we talked about how to play. And then, Jacob's our best corner, and he's always going to go against their best players. And, playing football and being in the secondary, you have to have a very short-term memory. You cannot let things happen because you're going to get beat at times. All corners get beat, and it's just going to happen. And Jacob's great at it. He just come back. We talked about a couple of things and how he wanted to play on the goal line down there. I thought he did a really good job. And, I have complete confidence in him. It just, that kid made a better play. That's all it was. It wasn't really that Jacob did something technique-wise or fundamentally wrong. It was just that kid just out-jumped him. And, Jacob isn't but about 5'6", and that kid's about 6'1". So, I really don't fault Jacob. I fault really some of the things we've done to let him get down that close to begin with.
More with the coach coming up as the Cougars win tonight 52-8 on the home of Cougar football, K105. The Clinton County Bulldogs, and it's time now for our McDonald's Player of the Game, and that honor goes to Hunter Gary, who accumulated, we were trying to count it up, but we didn't have enough time to break.
Our math skills, man, we weren't very good at that.
2 interception returns for touchdowns, Coach. A 16-yard touchdown pass to Dustin Thomas, 91 yards passing on the night, had a 33-yard field goal. So he just had an all-around.
He played well, played really well for us, kicks all for us. He just played well. And like I said, defensively, that's kind of what we went back to our base defense and needed those 2 picks. And, some of that, he gets credit for that, but we had pressure on the quarterback. I know he was the second one. I'm not sure who it was. It may have been Bertram or somebody else just was laying on that quarterback. He just kind of threw it up. So Hunter got a little fortunate that we got pressure on him. But, he's just a gamer. He had a touchdown last year. He ran back for interception. So he must really like playing here.
And one of the things that I know I always see, and it's so evident with Hunter, is you just mentioned about Pierce and playing cornerback, how you have to have a short-term memory. As a quarterback, when you go on the defensive side of the ball, if things may not be clicking for you offensively, you have to have that same type of short-term memory. Hunter always seems to do that. If things aren't going right on the offense, he makes a point to come back defensively and make a big play.
Well, I know against Hancock that I think I made a mistake was, we were trying to say, let's take Hunter off defense because we don't want him to get hurt and this and that. And I think it hurt his offense. Because I think, honestly, like you're sitting on the sideline thinking about some things, you stick him out there on defense, he didn't have time for that. And so I think that really helps him just both ways. So, again, again, he's a really talented player. I know he gets his talent from his mom because his dad, there's no way. So, but I mean, we're really fortunate. He makes us go.
Hunter Gary, our McDonald's player of the game, I've got for 24 total points, EQ, and that's not counting the 2-point conversions that he threw for. So
Tom's been thinking about that the whole time.
He had his shoes off, clean toes, and everything.
Well, Coach, now I'm sure at some point during this 2.5 hour bus drive back to Grayson County, you're probably going to have a thought or two about the Bowling Green Purples. Big matchup next week. They're undefeated going into the next game. They're playing Louisville Trinity out 6A, so not sure that that's going to remain that, but they beat Owensboro last week, and I know this is always the challenge. They've always got a lot of speed and a lot of big bodies.
Well, I mean, I talked to our kids. That's kind of why I was like getting up here. I looked at our season as threefold, and our first part's done. We're 6-0, and I really thought that's where we would be. Now, our next part of our season is the next 4 games, which are all critical games. 2 of them are district games, and 2 of them are kind of rival games. And, we could win them or we could lose them. And so, we're going to have to absolutely play our absolute best game next week. And, if Bowling Green plays their best game, we play our best game, they're still going to beat us pretty good. But, I feel like if we can come out like we did against Barron County, really play focused, do it for 4 quarters, hopefully Bowling Green can have a wall a little bit, maybe some turnovers, field position. Maybe we can be there at the 4th quarter. But like I told our kids, I mean, the last 3 times we played Bowling Green, I think they've scored about 160 points, and we scored about 20. So it's just been a mismatch. So I'm really hoping that maybe, they may come in and just kind of overlook us a little bit. I know how kids feel, but I'm sure their coaches will say, listen, they're 6-0, and they're going to be really focused. It's a big district game. And this will really kind of show right where our program's at. I mean, Bowling Green's ranked number 1 in 5A. So, again, this will be a good test for us and see just really how good we are. Like I said, they're just the cream of the crop. They got a chance to make back to the state finals. So it'll be a very, very big challenge for us.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and got the 6th win, ensuring another winning season tonight.
Well, I told the kids that. That's 3 in a row, which has never been done here, so I told her so much congratulations. Like I said, that's never been done, so that's a plus. Now let's move on. But I'm proud of that. I mean, 3 straight win seasons. To me, I know when I first came here that first year we go 0-10. I don't think most people would ever dream we'd be where we're at right now. It was a process. And our coaching staff has just done an outstanding job. Mr. Anderson, our superintendent, helping us with that building. And then, all truthfulness, it all goes back to our kids. Our kids have done a great job of buying into what our system is. And, Sean, you and I have talked about that a lot, just, how we want to play, our philosophy. Our kids have just really bought into it, and that's the biggest difference. And, I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of what they've accomplished, and it all started about 4 years ago with a group that got us in the playoffs, and it's just kind of gradually grown and grown. So hopefully we can take a few more steps this year.
Coach, thanks a lot. We'll see you, hear from you bright and early in the morning on Coach's Corner at 8:30.
If the radio's working, okay? I hope everybody drives careful. I know it's a long drive, but I thank you all and appreciate y'all being here.
Coach Ed Smart, Cougars win 52-8 tonight over Clinton County. Back with more on the 5th quarter show after this on K105. About to wrap things up from Albany, Kentucky, as the Grayson County Cougars have improved to 6-0 on the season with a 52-8 win over the Clinton County Bulldogs. Tom Vincent and Sean Logston with you. Well, Coach, a little bit happier than we thought he might have been after this performance, Sean, as the Cougars come out a little flat after the long bus ride and playing a team kind of sandwiched in between 2 district rivals in Barron County and Bowling Green. So sometimes, teams at all levels of football kind of have a letdown, but in the second half they came out, took care of business, outscoring Clinton County 35-0 in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
And, Tom, that's what's important. Grayson County obviously bouncing back and responded in the second half. Obviously, the first half, I think the coaching staff will take a little bit, as far as the blame there with the way the players may have played. They, sound like Coach Smart, as he mentioned, they tried a little different things, maybe offensively, defensively coming into this game. And like he said, second half they came out and just really got back to the basics, what's got them here at this point in the season. And then we've seen them obviously take care of business. Coming into this game, Grayson County averaged 44.2 points a ball game. They surpassed that with 52 points on the scoreboard. As you said, Tom, anytime you're on the road and the scoreboard gets turned off for a matter of seconds after that horn goes off, you're on the positive side of it, and that's a good sign. Total offense tonight, Grayson County just exploded. 451 yards of total offense, 360 yards rushing, 91 yards passing. So an excellent game tonight. There's no question surpassing in just about, right there at their average in terms of passing yards, averaging 96.8 yards per game, coming up with 91 tonight. So right at their averages. It just took them a little while longer to get there. First half was a little stagnant, but the Cougars definitely took care of business tonight.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for us. Don't forget Coach's Corner comes your way tomorrow morning at 8:30 live from McDonald's in Litchfield. Coach Smart chats with our Don Elliott about tonight's game and previews next Friday's huge showdown with Bowling Green, which we will have for you, of course, right here on K105 beginning at 6:30 with the Locker Room Show, followed by kickoff at 7 o'clock. For Sean Loxton, Tom Vinson saying so long from Albany, where, again, our final score, Grayson County 52, Clinton County 8, on the home of Cougar Football, K105.
The Fifth Quarter Show on K105 has been brought to you in part by World Finance, Carter Harrell State Farm, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Future Designs, and Hardin County Honda. Join us Saturday morning for the Coach's Corner live from McDonald's at 8:30 on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.